Hello everyone, welcome to the SN Studio for a very, very special report because the Siege of Cthonia is here. Yes, the new book, the new campaign book that Games Workshop has kindly sent us an advanced copy of, thank you very much for that, is in our hands and we are super excited to get underway. Now, I have done a larger review of the book. I say larger, it's a broad overview of the book because the book is massive. Which is also going to be out on our channel. So you can check that out at your leisure if you want to see more details. But today we are playing one of the narrative-based Apex missions from the book called The Ashes of Victory. Now, this mission is specific for two armies, or three technically armies that we are bringing today. First off, the Stoic Defenders, I'll explain the narrative in a moment, is the Sons of Horus. That is right, we finally have our Sons of Horus army on the battlefield. They have arrived, we have more reinforcements coming on top of that, but we are showcasing a small element of that today. They are going to be allied with the good, the beautiful, the wonderful, the word bearers. My own and the 17th Legion are here to support in number their allied brothers in arms, the Sons of Horus. But they are being assaulted by none other than the tyrant of Captain Pardo and the Imperial Fists. Yes, the guys in yellow have returned and they are not letting up. They will try to decimate the traitors who wish to retake Cthonia. Now, a quick little splash of lore, essentially, of the mission itself. Again, the Siege of Cthonia, you can look into it in more details, but it is essentially the traitors of the Sons of Horus Legion are trying to, and their allies, are trying to retake Cthonia from the grip of the Imperial Fists that have blockaded and landed on the planet a while ago. Now, in this particular mission, they have sprung a trap, that is the Imperial Fists. The Sons of Horus have sent a vanguard, a strike force into the compound, which you can see today on our beautiful board, which is very thematically aligned to today's mission. We're very lucky here to be using this today, the Fortress Compound. And this vanguard strike force entered into the compound and managed to basically capture. And then after that, we've had very little resistance. Why? Because we've had a trap set by the Imperial Fists and they have surrounded the compound and are now going to tighten the noose, as it says in the lore. Now, underneath the compound, we have a selection of sunken bastions, as they are known. Within the game and the rules itself, you use 3-inch blast discs, up to D3 plus 1 or D3 plus 2, I believe, using on the battlefield, and then you place them anywhere on the battlefield, I believe 6 inches away from each other, could be something like that. But essentially, they are used as underground entry points to, I guess, like a zone mortalis, the underground of the compound, and the attacker, that's the Imperial Fists, can use them as entryways as they come into the battlefield. Because it's something a little bit different today. The defenders are going to be in a 48 by 24 box in the center of the battlefield, which is essentially largely the outpost and a little bit of the ruins you can see in the distance. And then the Imperial Fists will be coming on from all board edges, all around. And on top of that, they can come in through those entryways like I just mentioned. Now, what the defenders can do is bring themselves a rear guard, and through spending victory points that I will accumulate throughout the game, I can spend those victory points and bring in my allied forces to support and try and break the siege which has happened to the Sons of Horus, who thought they were being the besiegers. So that is the mission overall. Now, before we go any further, let us talk about SN Plus and the campaign that we are going to be doing. We're celebrating today with the Apex mission. There are no secondaries, there are no stratagems or any additional parts that the book does give for the Onslaught campaign you can do, either a generic one or the Siege of Cthonia. And again, more details on that on my other video earlier on you'll see launched. Now, this, however, is just kind of a bog standard narrative game with a few extra missions and special rules. We will be using some of the Warlord traits, etc. from the new book, which you will see in play. Otherwise, it is a standalone mission, which you can do. as I said, an Apex mission. But on SN Plus, which if you don't know, is the little join button you should be able to see below the screen, or it is in the description below as a link. That offers you extra content, and that is where we're going to be starting our full Siege of Cthonia campaign with all the stratagems and all the extra bits and pieces that the book provides to replay the Siege of Cthonia. So if you enjoy our content and you're a subscriber, but you want to support us further and help us build the channel, build more armies, get some more terrain in, all the rest of it, and also get some great content at the same time, then please consider joining. Additionally, we are having a good old chat about Horus Heresy in our Discord. Again, that is free and in the description below. So, all the boring stuff out the way, let's get stuck into lists, and Captain Pardo and the Imperial Fists are up next.
So here we go, finally with the Cthonia campaign book, playing the first of the 2 Apex missions at 3,000 points, and we have actually both decided not to take a Rite of War. So, first of all, let's go straight on to the HQs. As you will see, we are not taking the new special characters because those 2 special characters, especially the Tyrant of Cthonia with the Imperial Fist new character, will be in the campaign. As DC has already stated, the campaign will be for members only on SN+. Now, first of all, for my HQ, we have a Praetor in Artificer Armour. He has a Sororite Gauntlet and a Vorkite Pistol, and he has the Unforgiven Warlord trait, which is one of the 2 new Warlord traits that the campaign book actually gives Imperial Fists. He also has paid the points for Master Crafted. We move on to the troop choices for today. We have 2 tactical squads, exactly the same, 2 units of 12. All of them have chain bayonets on them. And we have upgraded the sergeants to have a Power Fist, a Plasma Pistol, and Artificer Armor. The units also have a Vexilia to go with them. Then we go on to elites. First of all, we have a Talon of Contemptor Dreadnought. Again, both of them are exactly the same. They are rocking the Gravis Power Fist with inbuilt multi-melter and a Gravis Auto Cannon. Then we have a detachment of 2 Apothecaries. As stock, no further upgrades with weapons or artificial armor on them. They will probably be attached in 2 of the more elite units. Then we have a unit of Templar Brethren, a unit of 10 finally on the battlefield. All of them have combat shields, and the sergeant has artificial armor. I've actually paid the point to mastercraft his power swords just in case, because I did have the points. They have a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Proteus, obviously with the Lascannon sponsons and the heavy bolter at the front. Then we have a unit of Terminators, Cataphractii Terminators to be exact. They all have the Vigil Storm Shield upgrades, which is the specific Storm Shields for Imperial Fists, and all of them have Power Fists. They also have a dedicated transport of a Land Raider Proteus, again, Lascannon sponsons as they come, and obviously the heavy bolter at the front. Then we move on to heavy supports. First of all, we have a heavy support team with illustrious assault cannons, which is the specific upgrade again for the Imperial Fists. 4 shots, strength 6, they rend. They are probably one of the best guns in this edition. And then we have a Kratos back on the battlefield after a very long time in the cabinet. He's got flare shield upgrades. He's got the melter cannon to go with him. All the autocannon upgrades I can give him. And then I've got the sponson las cannons on him as well. Then lastly, in fast attack, we have 1 unit of phalanx. A unit of 10 artificer armor on the sergeant, a Vexilia upgrade on the unit itself. And I have paid extra points to have a thunder hammer on the sergeant as well. So with that said, that is my list. 3,000 points on the nose. Let's check out the Sons of Horus and the Word Bearers, and that's coming up next.
Here we are, the defenders of this outpost. Unlikely defenders, wasn't our plan, but here we are nonetheless. Now, our main primary force is that of the Sons of Horus. My first time using them, and it is an army I cannot wait to get started with. So we are being led by a Cataphractii Praetor today with a Paragon blade. No other upgrades on him except for his Warlord trait that is the new one from the Siege of Cthonia book. It is called Cast in Gold, and it's about those dipped skulls in gold that the Sons of Horus like to have. So he is leading the force defending today as the Vanguard. Then moving on, we have 2 troop choices of Sons of Horus Tactical Marines. Both squads have Vexillas, and then the champion has Artificer Armour, Power Fist, and just a Bolter. Now, moving on from them into the fast attack slot, we have ourselves 5 Sky Hunter jet bikes, and all of those are equipped with multi-melters, and the Sergeant has Artificer Armour, of course. Then, moving on from that, in heavy support, we have ourselves a unit of 8 heavy support squad with Lascannons, absolute beast of a unit. I can't wait to get stuck in with these guys, and the Sergeant, of course, has Artificer Armour. Then also we have ourselves supporting them a Legion Arcus, completely stock as standard, and it has heavy bolters on the sponsor. Now, to round off the Sons of Horus in the elite slot, we have 2 Contemptors. One of those is from the first company, along with the Praetor, I guess, and he is rocking dual Gravis Lascannons. Then the other is basically equipped with a Kheres Assault Cannon and a claw with a flamer inside it. So a bit of more combat, anti-infantry type. That is all the Sons of Horus. Then we have an allied detachment, which will act as the rear guard in this scenario, as in they'll come in on reserves when I spend victory points, as I mentioned earlier. Now, they are led by a Praetor. We have Damien Pedley, the Praetor of my Flayed Hand chapter of the Word Bearers, and he is upgraded with the Burning Law, so that he'll have some little psychic powers he can use throughout the game. And of course, he has himself a Paragon blade and a Warp Fire pistol. Moving on from that, we have, of course, 2 big bricks of 20 Marines. Now, both of these have been upgraded to be Dark Channeling, so they are corrupted, so no running away. The Sergeant has a Power Fist and Artificer Armour, and of course we have Vexillas, and on top of that we have Chain Bayonets galore on them. Moving on from that, we have ourselves a Leviathan, and he has a Siege Claw with a Melter locked inside it, and of course a Storm Cannon for a little bit of anti-infantry once again. Then rounding off that list, we have in 2 elite slots, we have the Ashen Circle. I love these guys, and we have 2 squads of 7 of them, all with the Akkadic Flamers, except for the Sergeants, who have themselves an Inferno pistol each, and Artificer Armour on top of that. So, you'll see the Sons of Horus on the battlefield, you'll see the Word Bearers coming on afterwards, and you've seen Pardo's list, you've seen the battlefield, and you know what's about to happen. So let's defend it for the War Master and for Lupercal.
The Sons of Horus stormed into the outpost. The fierce resistance the vanguard force of the 16th Legion had met appeared to have melted away. As they approached the central platform that provides entry into the inner fortress compound, they stood, bolters raised, fanning the gangplanks and defensive positions for signs of the enemy. Yet they found none. From total carnage of heavy barrage weapons to an eerie silence in a matter of moments. Something isn't right. There should be a full garrison, the Sons of Horus Legion Praetor muttered, daubed in the black armor of the First Company. Vox communications from the rear guard started to crackle through the interference. Their word-bearers' allies attempted to warn them of the impending attack. The Loyalists had lured them into a trap. Surrounded and outnumbered, the Praetor screamed out to his warriors, "To the walls!" As he barked his commands, shells started to land on their positions. They had become the unwilling defenders of a crumbling fortress. And now the Imperial Fists would meet their doom.
Here we are, everybody, on Cthonia, deep within the bowels of Imperial Fist territory and a shattered outpost held by the mighty Sons of Horus.
So excited.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So excited.
We are, of course, playing from the Siege of Cthonia book, as you saw earlier on, and we are very, very excited today to play one of the Apex missions. Now, let me quickly take you through the board and a few key pieces, as you understand it, because we know you haven't skipped the intro.
No, no one skips the introduction. That's the best part.
That's the best part.
It is the best part.
Sometimes I only watch the introduction.
Yes, probably a lot of people actually do.
Yeah.
But this one's one you want to carry on watching this
Exactly.
because it's a very, very interesting mission.
It's going to be good. So we are playing, of course, on this battlefield today of a shattered outpost, as I mentioned. We have a bit of an Imperial city here that has been shelled by the attacking Sons of Horus. Now, the game is a little bit different from normal. It is a narrative-based game, and we mentioned that again at the start, so you've been fairly warned. It's going to be a bit wacky, a bit crazy. In terms of the objectives for the game, this central platform, which will lead down into the main bunker of the outpost.
It's like a lift, guys.
It's a big lift. Yeah. Just imagine the lift.
You want to go down there. That's
Exactly.
that's where the party's at.
That is the party down there. That is the main objective for the Sons of Horus to hold and gain victory points throughout the game. A quick story behind it. Essentially, a vanguard of the Sons of Horus have come along and tried to capture the outpost quite easily because it was a trap all along by the Imperial Fists, and the noose has tightened, as it says in the book, as you surround me. But I do have a rearguard force, which is coming along of my brethren of
This
the
is
Word
the
Bearers.
Vanguard Force.
Correct.
Specifically, yeah.
Now, my deployment was 48 inches along in the center and 24 inches up, so it's like a little square in the middle. And then Mr. Pardo, as you can see, doesn't have anything deployed.
Basically, if my calculations are right, it's basically 12 inches, a border of 12 inches all around.
Correct.
Yeah.
Exactly right. Now, there are some bunkers, some fortifications hidden underground, and we are marking them with this door here, this door here, and number one.
Sunken bunkers, right?
Sunken bastions.
Bastions, there we go.
And one there. I like sunken bunker, it sounds more fun there.
Yeah, it sounds more with how we're using them
Sunken
as
bunker,
doors.
yeah. So that is full of Imperial Fists underneath, battling away probably with some Sons of Horus down there in the Zone Mortalis style area. And Mr. Pardo will be able to come in from those as from turn 2.
Yes.
Because this mission, I'll let you explain now.
There's no sudden death in this mission, which specifically is in the book. It specifically says that if there's nothing on the table, it's the end of the game, but you still count victory points, which specifically says it. But for this one, it specifically says that there's no sudden death because I'm going first guaranteed, which means that I will not have anything on the table because everything is going to be in reserves, meaning that sudden death isn't in play for me to do that.
Otherwise, you lose automatically.
So basically, what happens is you score for having this objective every turn at the end of your turn. So it allows you to score 3 points to have points to spend for things to come in as from turn 2.
Yes.
We've more or less spoken about it in the introduction, but just recapping all this. So what will probably happen is it allows the Vanguard, which is deployed, to actually move further into the battlefield, so my reserves have a trickier entry to come in because obviously I can't come in. So, for example, this unit here, if this unit moves closer to 12, then that would broaden my reserves from coming in closer to you because basically nothing can come in from reserves. We're counting the sunken bastions,
Or sunken bunkers, we're going to call them.
Bunkers, we're going to call them. I actually can't come in within 12, so I can't get charges straight away.
You'd have to wipe units out in order to do so.
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
exactly. So that's how we've interpreted it on the mission. It's not clearly written.
It's very. I need to be honest. There's a couple of things in the book that aren't very well written, but we're used to this by now.
Yes.
So, and the perfect thing is that it's a narrative mission anyway. So it's always good to actually.
But yeah, we're here to have fun. It's not
have fun and make it up the way if you want. But,
exactly.
We had to really scratch our heads to see how it worked. Why am I going first? Why is all my army reserves? My reserves come turn 2, and now we've made sense of it.
Exactly.
It will work well.
Initially, we were like, well, how does that work? But anyway, and to point out that in the game itself, the fortifications for these are actually 3-inch discs you've used.
It's blast markers, D3 plus 3. Yeah. But we just added 3 and made the show.
Exactly. So I'll quickly go over where my troops are. We have, of course, Tactical Squad holding the main objective with the Arcus Sakaran plonked on top. we have my lovely heavy support Lascannon squad. Which
The nasty squad.
I'm very excited to use them. And then we have the Contemptor holding the main gateway at the front. And then at the back we have the First Company Contemptor Dreadnought with his Lascannons, the Praetor, and of course the other unit of tactical marines. And then in reserves, you saw all in the introduction, all of mine.
All the word bearers.
All the word bearers, plus because I have to have half of my army basically in Vanguard, half in the rear guard.
Yep.
The Skyhunter jet bikes.
Yeah, it's half the units, right? It's
Yes.
also specifically
Exactly.
says that. It's not points, it's units. So
they're whizzing around the battlefield right now.
Yeah.
Waiting to come in later on for a little sudden strike. Now, I will point out, I did mention at the start, it costs me victory points in order to bring my stuff in, which is very cool.
This is why it makes more sense that nothing happens turn one,
So I get 3
but
points.
you get your 3 points,
Exactly.
so that your next turn
I can spend
you're guaranteed to have 3 points to spend on stuff.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
Yes. So, without further ado,
Yeah, it's time for the Ashes of Victory.
yeah.
So there's going to be very little happening next turn.
Yes,
because
it's
you're
gonna be super
basically, next segment, you're going to move, which we're going to show you.
Yep.
And then there's going to be a lot of dice rolling for my every unit that I have in reserves.
Yeah, exciting. Okay, so we'll see you in a second. Coming up, the Sons of Horus quickly understand their situation and have rapidly redeployed in order to fend off the oncoming Imperial Fists they can see in the distance. Understanding, but quite happily,
Should I do this again?
quite happily ready for the Loyalists to approach.
Yeah. Sorry to butt in, but I can just imagine them like, this doesn't look, sound, or anything
Smell
right.
right.
Yeah, it's like,
Where is everybody?
So I think basically instinct would be to
Kicking in.
start. You could probably hear the roars and of the
Tank tracks
moving
moving, yeah,
in,
oh.
and the
Amazing.
infantry just marching up, right?
So what we've done is they're fanning out, getting into defensive positions, and also in terms of gameplay, trying to stop Mr. Pardo from getting easily into areas that can get onto the primary objective quicker. So we've pushed a little bit forward. I've stayed tentatively close towards the primary objective so I can move back to defend it if necessary, but we are pushing the reserve arc further back. We've pushed forward with the Sakaran here to do the same across this side, and this squad to push along this flank. I don't mind giving up this flank because I don't have the troops,
Yeah.
so Mr. Pardo can have this area. And then over here, the Praetor has pushed along with his tactical marines in order to do exactly the same across this side, and then gently moved up with the other Contemptor Lascannon, but he's got double Lascannon, so I kind of want him in the back.
I think like you've been smart. I think it's good for you to actually don't go that aggressive, because you want to. It's very important to defend the center platform.
Yeah.
Just because those 3 points are very needed if you want reserves to come in.
Agreed.
Especially a heavy support choice is 2 points. So if you want that Leviathan to come in,
Exactly.
it's 2 points instead
Yeah.
of 1. Yeah, and you don't want to lose the mission. The other thing that we haven't mentioned, and just in case you skipped the introduction, which is very weird that you would do, there's no secondary missions in this.
There's not.
In this end, so you can get quite aggressive with your HQs because there's no Slay the Warlord.
It doesn't matter. He's just there to cause some carnage.
Yeah.
So with that, that's my turn done. Mr.
Yeah.
Pardo's turn done.
Congratulations, you've just got 3 points for
Oh,
holding that
look at
platform.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I basically start rolling for my reserves, which are on a 3+.
Yep.
So everything's behind the cameras. You can't probably see it.
No.
But I'm going to try and remember all my rolls.
Oh, okay.
that
I like this.
So I've got 1 HQ.
Yes.
So he is actually with a unit of Terminators
Okay.
inside a Land Raider. So
Okay.
everything's 1. So
Yep.
3 up. He's in.
He's in.
Then we have the first troop choice,
Yep.
which is in. Second troop choice, which is in.
Oh,
I'm liking
come on.
this. Then we have the heavy support choice with the illustrious cannons, which is the one I really want. And
Please.
this is the one I'm going to fail.
Yes.
I told you. I told you. And then I also have a Dreadnought Talon,
Oh, yes.
which is all 1. They come in.
Oh, boo.
I've got the big bad Kratos.
Kratos.
Please come in.
Oh,
Yes.
no, you're in.
And I've got another Land Raider with my brethren to come
Okay.
in. Okay. And then lastly, I have, let me think, look, I'm going to do this. The last one is
Yeah.
the Phalanx squad which is on foot.
Oh, okay.
So if I pass this one, the only thing that hasn't come in,
Is the
luckily for you,
I know.
is my best shooting unit. So will the phalanx come? Actually, oh yes, the phalanx are coming in.
Okay.
Yes,
Coming in.
Because I've just realized that obviously I have to be 12 inches away from the sunken bunkers.
Yes.
But you are 12 inches away, so I can actually get a phalanx squad coming out from here, which would be really cool because they would be downstairs fighting through the corridors of those mortales. So it makes much more narrative sense.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, so we'll let you. Woo! We'll let you put the units on.
Well,
It's gonna feel.
there's a lot coming in.
That's gonna make a lot of
There's
pain.
a lot coming in. Yeah.
The trap is sprung. A sea of yellow rises from the horizon as the Imperial Fists descend.
A lot came in. I was thinking this is the one where I roll loads of 1s and 2s, nothing comes in, and suddenly he's won the game.
That would have been beautiful.
Yeah. But it's not beautiful because the Imperial Fists are smarter than you.
No. Let's not get
Definitely smarter than the Word Bearers.
How dare you?
Maybe not. Maybe like equal with the Sons of
We're
Horus.
really good at reading. Now, let's begin. Talk us through your deployment because it is.
So everything comes in obviously from reserve, from the table edge. So my movement is basically coming in.
Yep.
So they've just come in because I can get some shots into them. So I didn't want to run with them.
Nice.
He's come in because I can see the back of the Sicarian.
Oh dear.
Even though you're going to get a cover save, so I've just come in and moved half, so all the guns can fire.
Nice.
My phalanx squad, like I said, have come in from the sunken bastion,
Yes.
which is here,
Sunken bunker.
bunker. Now, my vehicles I wanted to come into here because I don't want any dangerous terrain test or something. So he's got flare shields. So I thought, obviously, you're going to intercept as soon as I come in from reserves. 8 Lascannons to the face. I didn't want to do it on something I didn't have flare shields.
Yes.
So he's going to take the hits. Hopefully, because you've already said that you're going to shoot back at him. Basically, what I did was I was a bit clever with the Land Raider and positioned it in a way where only 4 could only see me, and at the same time I would have a cover save. So you don't really want to spend 8 las cannons intercepting in my turn to actually fire at something that will have less shots and cover save as well.
Exactly.
And then on this flank, I just went for rule of cool really with my infantry, like coming in from this flank, obviously hoping that dreadnought is removed and then moving up and shooting at the las cannons if that happens. And then we've got the Talon on this side, just moving in. Obviously nothing's within 12 inches, no charges are going to be made, and it just looks, I just wanted to come from all sides.
Really. I love it, yeah. Completely surrounded. I absolutely love it. The Sons of Horus defending till the last. Now I'm going to do my 8 las cannon shots into the face of that Kratos, hitting on 3s.
Yes, sir.
Only one miss, two misses, Mr. Pardo.
Okay.
But I get full chapter master reroll. Then we're looking for 6s.
6s because of my flare shields,
Yeah,
but you have
annoying.
Sunder, so
But I
you
have
can
some.
reroll. Yeah.
Reroll. Ooh, got 1.
Wow. He does have 5 hull points.
That is crazy.
So nothing I can do from that because obviously I can't evade or anything because it's my turn when you're doing that. So that is basically, he's down to 1 hull point.
Wow.
But the good thing is that he hasn't been damaged in the sense of that I'm going to have one turn of shooting. And yeah, I'm going to shoot at them because that's made me angry.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's the end of my movement. That's your reaction in your movement phase. You could actually move some more, but you've declared not to, right?
I'm a bit shocked.
Yeah. No, nothing's within 12, so you can't actually move forward.
I've never rolled that many 6s before.
I know. That's the end of 6s for you for tonight.
For the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is your turn. Movement done. Let's get into some shooting.
Yep.
That's coming up. Delicious.
Sort of. That was painful.
That was real painful.
That was really painful.
I was very happy with that.
There's a lot of people that was painful for them as well.
Yeah, if you're an Imperial Fist.
All the Imperial players as well. Yeah. All the loyalist players out there. Okay, so the problem is that if I fire that unit, it's going to fire back at me with a reaction because your Warlord, my Warlord trait doesn't have any extra reactions.
Love that.
Yours has one in the sword phase. Okay, so you do have still one in the shooting phase, meaning that you're going to shoot me back. So I'm not going to shoot with things that you're going to kill instantly, like the Kratos. So we're going to start with these. Let's start with them, right? Let's start with the infantry. I think that it's the heart of the Imperial Fist Legion.
Okay.
So let's go with this. So there is, I think, was it 12? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 guys, yeah. They are actually all going to shoot into here.
Okay.
So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Okay, hitting on... Do you want to react? Are you going to evade or...
I'm okay, thanks.
Okay, cool. So hitting on 2s, because I'm in Imperial Fist.
I get a cover save from the wall, right?
From the wall, yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, and then 4 wounds. So 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Yeah, you don't need a cover save.
No,
Because,
3 ups.
It's just okay. There we go. You didn't want to do it obviously on artificial armor, right?
No.
Okay.
Um,
You rolled too many 6s.
that's it now. I'm punished for the rest
it's
of
your
the game.
bane, yeah. Okay, so next up, I am going to fire this Land Raider
Yes.
into the back of that Sicarian. Do you know what the armor of the back Sicarian is?
I want to say 10?
12?
12?
I think it's 11.
11.
So whilst you check on your phone, I've seen you taking your phone off.
I am.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire these Lascannons into here. And the Heavy Bolter with Power and Machine Spirit is going to fire
12.
into your Lascannon squads.
Rear armor is 12.
Rear armor is 12. Okay, so we can go back into that then. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so 4 shots. The Heavy Bolter is going to go into the squads.
Okay.
So Lascannons
Yes.
hitting on 3s. All hits.
Ouch.
And 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3s to glance. Re-rolling because of Sunder. Okay, so 3 penetrating hits. Now you do have a cover save of 6 up because you're a bit obscured by
The walls.
the walls, yeah. So it's 6s, so nothing.
Dear, oh dear.
Okay, so see what happens.
Yeah.
That is an immobilized, and I think if I get you another immobilized, I think it counts as 2 hull points, so you might be dead.
Oh, okay.
You might be dead, I think, because if you get 2 immobilized results, I think you count as an extra hull point.
Okay.
We will check that,
We'll check that.
and we'll come back in a second.
Alrighty, it's not like fun. Here it is, full hull points. It was indeed, if you immobilize twice, you get an extra hull point.
Yeah.
Meaning 4 in total.
Yeah, I should have rolled 1 at a time, but even if I
doesn't-
got the 3 first, I would have gotten immobilized at 1 point,
Which is
which
already
the next
immobilized.
one would have given me 2 hull
Exactly.
points.
So, there it is. The Arcus is down. Heavy firepower I could have used, but it was cool in the middle of the compound, a flaming wreck there.
That's what you get for removing 4 hull
I know,
points
yeah.
in my turn to my Kratos. And it was funny because I was like, I put the Kratos in the list because it's a long time I haven't used him, and
Yeah.
I really like Kratos. And
Bam.
nearly killed it.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to kill it.
So, what we're going to do next is we're going to fire this Land Raider.
Okay.
That's a good shooting. I love that Land Raider.
Yeah.
And my Warlord's in there, so he's like making sure the hits are good.
Did you fire the Heavy Bolter?
I did not fire the Heavy Bolter.
And that's nice of me, right? 'Cause
4
I
shots.
could have
That's
just...
not, you're never nice. Hitting on 2s.
Okay.
Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 3 ups.
You do have artificial armor
I
on your
know.
sergeants.
Okay, I'm going to have to, yeah. Artificer. Artificer. There we go.
Yeah, it's good. You saved 1 Marine there.
I saved him.
Okay, let's move on to Land Raider number 2 with my
Yes.
Brethren squad inside. Heavy Bolter's going to go into them,
Okay.
and the Las Cannons are going to go into here. Now, something that I see a lot on our battle reports, people saying, oh, the arc, you wouldn't be able to arc. Remember, guys, it's changed in this edition.
Oh.
So Sponson's arcs are aligned directly through the middle of the tank. It's not now from the gun, from the Sponson gun and all the way through a straight line.
Yep.
It's now from the middle, just because it's easier, because you can't have a model in the middle anymore.
Yep.
And not being able to fire at it.
that makes
So
sense.
that made sense. So
Okay.
the last cannons are going to go into there, and the Heavy Bolter is going to go into there. Do you want to react with anything? You could fire, react with him,
I could.
Yeah.
Into him.
into me.
But the Kratos is going to go into...
Yeah, you could fire, you could react as well with them, but the problem is that only 4 of them can actually see him at
Exactly.
the moment, and I have a cover save.
It's tough because I'm waiting for that, and then the Kratos could fire.
Yes,
And if it fires into them, which
Yes.
it probably wants to,
yes,
then I want to shoot back at it.
yes.
So I'm going to gamble.
You're going to gamble it.
I'm going to gamble.
Okay, because there's still a couple of things. I'm going to be nice.
Yeah.
Because you were nice to me. I'm going to be firing my autocannons into them.
True.
So
I mean,
you do have artificial armor on your sergeants.
yes, I do.
So
I'm gonna gamble.
you're going to gamble.
I'm gonna gamble, Bob. I'm gonna
Okay.
pick door number 1.
Yeah, good. A gamble's always good. Sometimes. So 4 lance cannons into this dreadnought.
Please gamble responsibly.
Hitting on 3s. All hits.
I don't like that.
And wounding on 2s. So that is 3 wounds.
3 5-ups on my Dreadnought?
Yes, 3 5s up on the Dreadnoughts.
Save 1.
Save
so
1. Down to 4 left.
4 left. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay.
Heavy Bolter.
Yep. Heavy Bolter into your Heavy Support Squad. That is
2 hits.
no 4. I hit on
Oh, sorry,
2s
yes.
with Heavy Bolters.
Imperial Fists.
And 3 to wound. That is 4 wounds.
Alright, let's do some...
My firing's quite impressive.
Let's do
So
some...
Artificer Armour,
Artificer
1
Armour.
at a time.
Oh. Ah! Yes,
Yes.
we're okay.
Perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do next is I will... There's three tactical squad marines that can fire at them.
Okay.
I'm going to fire at them as well really quickly before I forget. That is 3 hits.
Nice.
And 1 wound.
1 wound. I'll do a normal save here.
Normal save. Okay. Perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the autocannons next. I'm just going to make sure line of sight and stuff.
Okay.
And make sure that all the guns are in range from there, because I think the big melter cannon is at 24. So you just want to make sure of that. And then we'll come back and finish the shooting phase.
Sounds like it. What's going on, Captain Pardo?
Okay, so the 2 dreadnoughts are going to fire into them first. Everything's in range because I said it was 24 inches. Actually, the melter blast cannon is actually 36.
It is 36.
So it's it's very, very good. Okay, so I'm going to shoot them into them. I'm going to shoot them at the same time, even though they're not a unit, just because I can't kill the whole squad with 1. So
Yeah, doesn't matter.
So hitting on 2s, these are twin linked.
Nice.
And then there's a strength 7, so 2s to wound, looking for 6s really.
Yes. Ooh.
No 6s, which is what I wanted.
And there's what, 5 wounds?
5 wounds at normal save.
Wow. Okay.
Normal save. Now, I think...
Oh.
No, nothing.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying that you still have your evade or shoot back. So you will be shooting back into the...
Kratos. Yeah, exactly, if you fire that.
Unless you die a lot.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So, Artificer. Here it is.
Oh, it feels so good. It feals so good. Although that's a good exchange.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's a good exchange.
He literally got shot off the bastion.
Yes.
Flying down.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. I'll take that.
Okay. So now I don't know if to be super, super cheeky and not shoot at them
Okay.
and shoot at something else.
Yeah.
But the problem is that I really want to kill them.
I'm going to shoot at it probably next turn anyway.
Yeah, you're going to shoot enemy anyway, but I don't know if to like kill something more important. I'm going to go for them. You know why I'm going to go for them?
Yeah.
Because it's a narrative game, and I think that if I was like a tank gunner,
Yeah.
and you made so much damage, I would just go and shoot back at you,
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
Makes sense.
And it's on the front of the wall of the outpost, the
Exactly.
bastion. So you're going to try and blow them up.
Yeah. So I'm going to go straight onto that, which is the coaxial first.
Yep.
Which is it's not a Gravis, so I think it's 2 shots each.
Okay.
This is the difference in Horus Heresy, where you need to check these things because the Gravis are sometimes better than others.
It's true.
And we're going to start with the coaxial autocannon, which is 2 shots, like I said.
All right, 2 shots coming in.
2 shots. Hitting on 2s. Because
Lovely.
it's a auto gun. And then that means that the melter blast cannon is
That's one to hit.
+1 to hit. But I shoot that first. Let's shoot the other 2 auto cannons,
Lovely.
which are hitting on 2s. It's just 1. And then wounding on 2s. Looking for 6s. Nothing.
Okay.
So that's for now.
I'll do them
3
now.
right? No, let's
Oh,
do
do all
them all together.
All
Yeah.
right.
And then I've got 2 Lascannons hitting on 3s.
Nice.
Wounding on 2s. So you do get some cover saves there.
Yep.
And lastly, I've got the blast cannon, which was 4 shots, hitting on 3s, but twin linked now. Twin linked, obviously.
Mhm.
And then strength 8 to 2 to wound.
Oh.
No! That actually hurt quite a lot. I thought I was really going to easily remove the unit.
That's true.
Okay. So
3 are just cover saves.
3 are autocannon shots.
I've got 3 autocannon shots, 2 from the Lascannons,
which
and
are
then-
those are the cover saves.
Yep,
So 3
and the
normal,
melter.
3 cover saves.
That's what I
basically.
said, yes.
Okay.
That's okay.
It was just confusing because there was 2 and 1 and 3 and 3.
3 cover saves.
Yes.
What, 6 up?
6 ups, yeah. 5 ups, 5 ups.
Ooh, okay. Well, we got 2 dead so far. So take those 2.
Yeah, because we're using everything as ruins as well over here, by the way.
Yeah,
guys, so.
just to make it cool. And 3 normal saves.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, I bet
That's
you do.
made me really happy.
I bet it
Because
does.
I should have left the unit at like that cost.
But
now
I
you
do
shoot back.
Shoot back with all 7.
You know what would be really, really good?
If I don't shoot, they don't
No
kill the Kratos.
sixes.
I know.
No sixes.
And it's me we're talking about.
No sixes.
Okay, shooting back at the Kratos with those before they die. We drop 2. Okay. And there's some 6s there, Mr.
You need
Pardo.
1.
I could have spent them.
But you've used a lot and you normally don't roll a lot.
There it is. There it is.
Oh.
I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
3.
So it is a wreck.
It is a
Obviously
wreck.
It doesn't explode, but this is cool. Like,
this is very cool.
There's already gunfire across the battlefield. Things exploding. It's great.
Yes.
We love it when things explode
We
and
do.
blow up like this. That's the end of my turn as well.
Just some dice rolls for me now for some
Yes.
morale. So the Lascannon squad is not sticking around.
No,
I think
because your sergeant is gone, yeah.
Yeah, so they're fleeing.
Yeah.
And then I'll quickly do this squad.
6, 7, 8. They're fine because
Yeah,
your
okay.
sergeant is
It's
still
still
there.
alive.
Yeah.
So this squad is 2d6 rollback for down the ladder. Oh wow! So we'll move those.
Yeah, and remember it goes towards for this specific mission.
Closest.
It tells you closest to any table,
Any table edge, exactly.
And if you're out, basically counts as destroyed.
Well,
So
they've done their
we'll
job.
do
They killed the Kratos.
Yeah.
But I am now out of a lot of Lascannons, which is pretty brutal. So it's my turn 2.
Your turn 2.
Yeah, and
But
I've got
you do have
3
to,
victory points
yeah.
to spend.
Plus, you've killed 1, so you have 4 points.
4 points
which you
to
can
spend.
spend if you want. Remember, this is where it gets very interesting for this mission because do you spend? Do you keep them to win the game? And I get 1 point for now.
Yes, 1 point for
Which
the
I don't
tank.
mind because I just carry on reserves. Whilst your points to thing, it's basically for you not to have to roll for reserves.
Correct. Yes,
It's very badly worded, that part,
Yes.
because it seems like it's only 1 unit you can bring in
It looks like it, but
per
it's-
turn.
yeah.
But it would be silly because if it's a 4-game
Minimum 4
minimum
games.
4 games, what does that mean? That if you have 6 units, you're not going to even bring 3 in? So anyway, so we're going to do it that way.
We're going to do it that way, exactly, because it's our house.
This is our house.
And
Very nice house.
It's a nice house. So
Yeah.
I'm going to remove the bodies, and then I will show you what I'm bringing in, and what I'm spending, and where I'm putting them. Coming up.
Lascannon fire burst forth from the bastion's gateway walls as the Sons of Horus hammered the Imperial Fist Kratos with searing beams of energy. In response, the battle tank unleashed hellfire on the entrenched Traitor position, its autocannons tearing great chunks of rockcrete and felling several of the Sons of Horus. Both sides ripped one another to pieces in mutual annihilation.
Turn 2 for the allied Sons of Horus and the Word Bearers. Movement now over. Obviously, he has spent a total of
All of them.
all of them.
I did all of them.
Wait, that quite makes sense. Do you want to explain why?
So initially I did 2, and Pardo was like, "You're an idiot. Why don't you use 4? Because you're guaranteed next turn to get another 3.
This turn to get
This turn, sorry, because at the end of my turn I get the 3 points if I hold it.
Yeah, which you're holding.
So I was initially doing 2 and being quite reserved, but I thought, you know what? Now is the time with those extra 2 points to bring the Leviathan in. So in late game I can.
I'm
reserve
being
as
nice
many-
again. Have you noticed this, right?
You're nice on camera.
Yeah,
Off camera, you're not so nice.
I'm awful off camera.
Now, it's essentially my gambit is I'm going to throw bodies of the word bearers onto the objective to capture it, so we can go down to the bunker and take it over rather than the Imperial Fists.
Yeah.
In terms of the movement and stuff, let's start with this flank. We've pushed forward with the Contemptor
Okay.
in order to hunt down that unit.
Yeah,
Mr.
I
Pardo,
was about to react.
you neglected to move though.
Yeah, because I'm going to intercept.
Correct.
Instead.
Moving across, we have a failed leadership again from
Yes.
the 2 Lascannons. They've had enough for the day, so that squad run another 6 inches.
Okay.
Not quite off the board. Then we pushed back with the other Horus, Sons of Horus tactical squad to get out of line of sight from bolters where we can, and then again hold on to that objective. Then let's do all the Sons of Horus attachment first. Then we've pushed back with the first company Contemptor Dreadnought.
Okay.
Because he's got dual las cannons. I don't really want him getting close to these guys.
Yeah, same for the Praetor, right? It's like,
Yeah.
and I'm gone.
I'm gone.
He marched his way like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to go this way.
I was like,
no,
no.
I'm going to go this way.
Waving away. Yeah, their job is done essentially on this flank. I know your, what's it called, can come in.
It's
But
just one unit, yeah.
exactly. So they're going to move up again and try and hold the central ground.
Yeah.
I know
Be
that's
careful with that. I'm going to be nice again. Remember how brutal that illustrious
Oh,
unit
they're
is.
horrific.
They're horrific.
But
Yeah.
they can't come in here at the moment.
No.
They can come in over here.
Yes.
Sure.
My range is 24.
I know. So you're going to get me regardless.
Yes.
My point here, though, is if I can push them here, and then you're coming this way,
Yep.
then maybe I can try and meet you in the middle, slow you down, etc.
Okay.
Then the last of the Horus Heresy, of the Sons of Horus squad, the jet bikes have come in.
Okay.
Now, unfortunately, Armour Bane 12 would be beautiful. That's how I initially had it. And then
Yes.
Mr. Pardo was like, no, it's you can't be within 12.
Yeah, Armour
So
Bane
it's-
against Dreadnoughts would be re-rolling wounds, by the way, which would be good.
It'd be great. So I have to be 12.1 technically away, so I can't activate Armour Bane. So I'm just moved into the center, going to fire some shots at them. I've got Twin Linked anyway, see if I can take some wounds off on one of these guys, because otherwise the only target viable with the multi-melters is the Land Raiders, and that's 6s to do anything against them, right?
Yes, because again, you can't be within 12 inches, so
Yes.
you don't have Armour Bane to get the extra D6 on
Correct.
the Armour Bane roll.
So at this turn, there's no point. But I
Yes.
bring him in now, so the next turn I can fly him around and maybe do some more damage.
Exactly.
So that being said, then onto the Word Bearers.
Yep.
We've I guess thematically they have come in as a rear guard this way, and they've pushed through the lines. I've run that squad.
Okay.
And we did -2 to go through all the bunkers and debris, etc.
Yeah, we're using like if it's like a high wall,
Yeah.
we're -2 to our basically moves.
Because the space
makes
marines.
sense. It's like there's a lot, right? There's like craters.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of
They're scrambling up.
war-torn walls, and
And then behind them, we've got, of course, the bad Belias.
Belias.
Shield of Sakaris. Oh, actually, it's not the Shield of Sakaris, I was going to say.
not yet.
There is no Sakaris yet.
not yet.
No, but he is the Shield of Sakaris in the future.
Yeah.
However, Belias has now entered the table, boom, boom, and he's going to be firing some lovely shots into your Imperial Fists, which I believe, first of all, are going to be shooting.
Yeah, I'm going to intercept.
Yeah.
So they are actually going to shoot in this. It's actually quite important to kill this. Narratively wise, it's very cool, but they've come from reserves. They've obviously noticed
In the
that they'll come in
trenches,
and
yeah.
in the trenches starting firing. There's this guy, this little guy, misplaced his movements. Little
Just
Joe,
staying with the wall. He thinks
little
he's
Joey,
fine.
little Joey there.
Joey.
And he's gonna. So it's only 11 shots which I have prepared here.
Ironically, Joey's got the best eyesight of all of them.
Yes.
They call him Joey Big Eyes.
Yes, and Joey's never going to die because you're always hiding behind cover. So he's the clever one, actually. Here we go. Hitting on 2s.
Yep.
2 misses.
I like that. Lots of 6s.
Lots
Look
of
at that.
6s. Which I want now, really.
I know you don't.
And
I know
here
you
we go. Hitting on wounding on 4s. That is 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
Mr. DC says.
I'm just going to take it on the normal Marines.
Okay, cool.
Lost one.
1 dead. Back 1 for being slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too slow.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
that is your movement. That's my reaction. Yeah, let's go on to shooting. Coming up next. And we are back. Shooting phase now. DC's favorite phase. No, it's actually your favorite phase is the assault phase.
Yes.
My favorite phase is the shooting phase.
Yes. I
Okay.
like getting stuck in the combat.
So, where are you starting?
I'm starting here with the jet bikes.
Perfect.
We're going to have 5 of them. And we're going to put all of our multi-melters into this Contemptor right here.
Okay, do I fire back? Do I fire back? Do I evade? What else is firing? I think this is scary.
Yep.
This is scary, but I can't shoot back. So I might as well do nothing.
Do nothing. Okay, I'm hitting on 3s.
Okay.
And I'm twin linked, which is nice. Ooh. Now, strength 8, toughness 7 for you.
Yeah,
Threes
so
to
threes
wound.
to wound.
That is 4 wounds
Okay.
at AP 1. So just 4 of your lovely 5-up armor saves, please, sir.
Automatic shielding. 1, so down to 3.
Down to 3 left.
Yep, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Okay, what else have we got? We've got Mr. Dread.
Yes, and he's going to fire at him as well.
Yes, you might as well. I have
Exactly.
4 Lascannons. Try and finish him off.
Because firing at the Land Raider is probably not going to do any good.
I can evade with the Land Raider, whilst I
Okay.
can't evade with the Dreadnought because he's fearless.
Yeah.
So, do I get cover? No, I don't get cover.
So
So
it'd be-
that is actually quite interesting.
So I'll be hitting on 2s,
Hitting on 2s,
then
wounding on 5s, re-rolling with Sunder. It actually is quite tasty.
and what's inside this?
Inside are my brethren.
They'd have to slog it up the field.
They'll have to, well, yeah, I can now disembark and then they can move 7 and yeah. Yeah. It's
That's-
up to you. It's
that's
either
cheeky.
finishing the Dreadnoughts and getting a point or trying to just kill outright, risking it slightly because the Lascannons can actually kill it quite well,
That's Sunder.
especially hitting on 2s, but I can evade, which I will get a 5-up save.
We're going to let the dice decide.
Okay.
1, 2, or 3.
Yes.
This is the narrative way.
Okay.
1, 2, or 3. The Contemptor turns to fire at the Land Raider. 4, 5, or 6. He
Finishes
shoots
the Dreadnought.
at the Contemptor. He's
Okay.
firing
At the Contemptor.
at the Contemptor.
Okay, simple. See,
Let's
we should have done that before.
Hitting on 2s.
Oh, it's good that you haven't done
Yeah.
shot at the Land Raider. So that's 1 wound. The good thing is that my Contemptor will survive, and I'm rolling a 6. No, I'm rolling a 1. So he's down to 2.
Down to 2. Okay. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, bolters can't do anything.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, if you don't mind,
You're going to shoot
I
back.
would have shot back with the
into the
Dreadnought
Contemptor?
into the Contemptor.
Not a problem.
Yes, because I couldn't have done it with the vehicle because it's not defensive weapons.
So shoot,
but
shoot,
I can do that because obviously I can't evade with him. So
Makes
if you
sense.
don't mind, 3 shots,
3
hitting
shots.
on 2s.
Ooh.
I
I
really
know,
want
I
that.
know.
I really want that, but it's not today. No, I'm not going to do that.
Oh.
Because I've just remembered that I'm going to evade. That's what I was keeping it for.
Ah.
Yeah.
That's smart thinking.
Yes. That's why I was like, what was I saving it for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's do that now then.
Okay, perfect.
So, let's go.
Because this is the end of your shooting, right?
Yeah, because actually, I'll tell them on camera.
You've got this Dreadnought.
Yes. I could fire the assault cannon
Yes.
and then fire. He's got a flamer, so he could do a couple of hits there.
Mhm.
But in
Then
reality,
your charge is going to get longer.
exactly. And I think, everyone, that yes, he probably won't be as good in combat. I know they are good, but he's not going to chew through the whole squad.
You should win combat.
Yes. And more importantly, I'm just stopping you from moving.
Yes.
And
And if
I
you
don't-
win,
I don't want you here.
and the other thing is that if you actually win combat,
I could run you down.
run me down, or if I move back, the edge is just here.
Oh, I didn't think of
So
that.
for this mission, it makes a lot.
Big
of
brain, Pardo. Big
Yeah.
brain.
Okay, so you're gonna shoot the Leviathan
And that's it.
into
Into
these
this
guys.
one.
So I'm evading here.
Yes, sir. Okay, hitting on 2s.
It can't even damage you because your toughness 8.
It's not twin linked, as far as I remember. And then 2s. 5 up is
Okay.
rending.
Check if there's a twin link there.
I will,
So-
but I'm pretty sure it's not.
5 up is rending. So cover save. I'll do this one first with a cover save
Sure thing.
for that rending.
No, it's just Sunder.
Passes. for
Nice.
5. And then what is the AP on the other shots?
Oh, it's not as good.
It's AP4, isn't
Yeah.
it? But it's AP4, right?
Yeah.
So I do get four
normal saves.
3 more saves?
4 more saves.
4 more saves. So you wounded 5 times in total.
Correct.
Okay. And do I do artificial armor?
The
Do
Pardo
I
classic.
do normal saves?
Pardo
Ah, do I do normal saves? These are not very important because I can't score anything for being on that objective, right?
You take it off me, right?
I can take it off you
With the nylon
with anything basically.
yeah, you don't. You
So
don't.
I don't really need it. For me, it's kill points.
Yes.
Which I don't want to give. So I'm going to risk it for biscuit and do 2 ups. 2 ups. 2 ups. 2 ups. This one's the one I failed.
No, well done.
Okay, so all passed. And how many shots is the storm cannon?
6 shots
6 shots each, right?
per storm cannon.
So you did 12?
No, just did 6.
Oh yes, he's yeah. Okay, sorry, he's got
Yeah.
1. Yeah,
He's got 1.
perfect.
The other one's just a
Melter,
slippy-
and
slippy
with a
snap.
melter.
Yeah, and a melter.
Melter.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I believe that's what you're shooting.
Yeah, it's just the charge.
Perfect. So let's get some dice and go straight on to charges. Into the charge phase now. I am going to react. I'm going to fire back. I'm going to overwatch. So 8 guys can actually see. That's 16 shots because I am within rapid fire. Might as well. I think it makes it more narrative. I think it would actually happen. Shoot back whilst this mad Dreadnought is running towards him. So obviously hitting on 2s, needing 6s later. But let's see what happens here. So 1 miss, which I'm happy about. DC, we're both being too nice here. You're helping me with dice, I'm helping you with rules.
Oh, well, touching your dice is not a good thing, right?
No, it's not. So looking for 6s here. That is only 2 up saves.
Oh!
1 wound. He bleeds, or
bleeds.
oil comes out of it or something,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so he's down to 5. Look, 1 wound less is great.
For a dreadnought, yeah.
Yeah, would be great too. Now you fail, you 5-inch charge, which you don't.
Woo! We're in.
Smashes in. There we go. Okay, so that's the only charge. Nothing else is within 12 because you can't.
Yeah.
So let's go on to the 5 phase. Here we go. Dreadnought time. 4 attacks coming in hot.
Yeah. Hitting on 3s. Ooh, all right. Take that. Mushing on 2s. 3.
That's 3 dead. Nothing I can do. Now, I could do crack grenades. I could do chain bayonets and re-roll with shred.
Or put the crack grenade on the chain bayonet
I'll do that. No. So I don't want to calculate in my head because it makes me think more than what I want to. So I'm just going to go for crack grenades because that is what I would think they would be doing. So I'm going to do 6 crack grenades. No, sorry, 6 crack grenades.
Yep.
Because obviously I'm moving from the back at initiative step. Crack grenades are initiative 1. Same for the power fist wielding sergeant.
No one else saw that power fist.
Yes, I did a power fist punch off camera. There we go. Okay, so I'm hitting on auto hits. I'm just wounding on 5s.
Wounding on 5s.
So that is 2 wounds.
2 wounds. AP3?
AP3. Yes, that's the thing.
We're okay.
So you're okay. And then I'm going to do 2 attacks from my sergeant.
Oh, okay.
So hitting on weapon skill, hitting on 5s. 1 hit.
Nice.
Wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
3s, wow.
Strength 8, power fist.
Oh, yeah, of course. 5 up.
Ooh.
Takes a wound.
Takes a wound. So I've dealt 1 wound.
I've done 2, 3, but you have a Vexilla.
Vexilla.
So you lose.
So it's
so I've done
1, 3. You've taken 3, yeah.
And then 1 is from a wound and 1 Vexilla. So you've lost by 1.
I lost by losing by 1. Okay. Let's see if I'm lucky here. I am okay.
Sticking around.
Yeah, perfect. This is why small tactical squads, like I said, is the perfect thing to actually send into dreadnoughts. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, turn 3, which I have to roll for my unit that didn't come in, illustrious. This is turn.
No.
Yeah.
You went first, but didn't do anything.
Yes.
Then I went. Now this was your turn 2. Now I've gone. Now it's your turn 3. Yeah.
Yes, I was right. See, always. And now I have to roll for my illustrious assault squad, the last one to come in from reserves.
Please no.
It's still turn 3, so I still have to roll for. And okay, so that is interesting because I can come in from around here and just dissolve this unit here.
Look at that sea of yellow marines pouring over the trenches. Absolutely amazing. End of the movement phase, of course, for the Imperial Fists, and the jaws are closing on me. But I've got to admit, obviously I'm going to take a bit of hammering on this turn. I'm not feeling too bad right now.
No, because my deployment was actually a bit weird in the sense that my 2 really good close combat units are stuck on this side. I should have actually moved flat out with this Land Raider maybe and get closer.
But then you wouldn't have killed my Arcas, which is a nasty...
I
didn't realize that.
So yeah, there's things you can... I'll probably think just before going to bed and not sleep for another 2 hours.
Always.
But it's not happening now. So do you want to take... Shall I take you through my movement?
You can take... Oh, sure, yeah.
Okay. So this moved at combat speed, half the speed, and disembarked my Warlord and his retinue of Cataphractii Terminators. I can't run, obviously, because I'm disembarked.
Yep.
These guys have... and
they're heavy as well.
Are heavy, so can't run, so they've just moved 7.
Yep.
Now ready to prance over those walls and get into stuck in. My 2 dreadnoughts have moved up.
Yes.
And now these guys are in a lot of trouble, actually.
Yep.
My Land Raider has moved full out.
Yes.
Flat out.
Or just cruising speed.
Or cruising speed, just because next turn, if I move a bit more, I know I'm going to get stuck in, and who doesn't want to see a full unit of brethren go into his warlords? And then, obviously, my tactical squad on that side is still in combat. And then on this side, what I did is I moved up the tactical squad, and then these guys came in from... I'm lying. These guys came in from reserve first, and then these guys moved in front. So you are going to
intercept them with the Leviathan.
Yeah. So what I don't know is does it come in? This is a tricky one. Do you react as soon as they come in? Because I think reserves come in at the beginning of the turn or at the end of the movement phase. So we're going to check that just in case, because what I've done specifically, I've done that with the tactical squad, so that when you shoot, I get some cover saves from intervening models. But if it's at the beginning of the movement phase, then you're shooting first. So, but we can explain that you're going to shoot back with Polaris.
Yes, true. And you haven't mentioned, have you ever moved to Kratos yet?
No, because he doesn't.
So we checked the rule, and it doesn't state whether it's the beginning or the end, etc. It just says whenever.
Comment below it does, and we're missing it out.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say, exactly. But the interceptor rule does say that's when the reserves come in, but I can choose the reserves to come in after.
Before,
in the movement of...
So, with that, let's fire some butcher cannon goodness. or a storm cannon, but it's a bush cannon in my mind. Hitting on 2s. Wow. That's about 50% from Mr.
I like
DC.
that. He's Sunder, right? He's not twin linked. So 2 breaching.
Yes, so 2 goes straight through dead.
Straight through, no, because I've got a cover save from these 3 guys here.
Yes, true.
So, and then there was an extra wound, right?
Yeah, AP4.
Okay, so I'm going to do cover saves first.
Yep, 2 6s.
2 6s. Nope, so 2 dead, which are the back ones here.
Nice.
And then 1 more save, right?
Yes.
Which I'm going to do on my sergeant on a 2-up.
Oh, I saw the 1.
I saw the 1 as well.
Okay.
That was quite scary, actually.
But I don't mind that, because my Melter's out of range and Head Flame's out of range.
Yeah.
But it's better than firing all those other shots.
Do you know when you are thinking about it and once the dice is out of your hand, at this point, you suddenly say, why did I do that?
Why did I do that?
That's, that's what happened now.
Regrets.
Yeah, regrets.
I've had a few. Now, is that it now? So let's go on to the glory of the shooting phase for you. I know, your favourite phase. And then we shall catch you. What are you doing?
I was supposed to be late.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Now you're happy?
Now.
So, someone has been caught mid-thought because he's...
Because of you. I saw you way too excited.
So
I'm thinking about my shooting phase and I'm like, I think I'm going to shoot my illustrious into that unit. And he's like this. I'm like, why is he so happy?
I can't.
It's 9:30. We're tired because obviously we have full-time jobs before this. And he's like, he's far too happy. That grin, I know this grin. Yeah. This guy's my best man. Was the best man at my wedding. I'm like, I know this grin. And then suddenly it's like, he's also been asking a lot, like, do the 2 units get the full...
to my allied detachment,
does my allied detachment get the full rules from the set? Which is something that we've actually looked at before. There's nothing that says no. Really, they are legions, so they get all the perks. Again, comment below if we're wrong. And so yeah, what the special reaction for the word bearers is that you only remove 1 model, right?
Glorious martyrdom.
It's just that, right? Yes. You actually remove. So I don't want to shoot. We've been saying how nice we've been this game, and he was going to stab me in the back with spoons and forks, not even knives. Oh my God.
It was 100% going to happen.
So what I'm going to do
is
I'm actually going to think about it a bit more. I'm not going to go into it because it would be stupid. Now that I know, it's going to be quite stupid. So I'm going to shoot the illustrious into Elias.
Oh, interesting.
Because they do have rending.
I think I can glorious martyrdom Elias, but he would just die.
But he would just die. So I'm going to shoot that. We're going to do that off camera because it's, 4 times 8. That is 32 shots.
Yeah. 16 wound on 6s on top of that.
I'm hitting on 2s, but I do need to wound on 6s because they are strength 6. So we're going to come back and we're going to see how many wounds DC has in his hand, which hopefully is a lot.
So, a lot of fire and only 3 wounds.
I can't believe it. I was like first roll was horrendous to hit, even though I'm hitting on 2s. Then I got a couple of 6s and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling good about this. Next roll, hit with all of them except 1. I did 2 16 dice rolls, and then no wounds. Nothing. And it hurts.
It hurts. It hurts. This is 5 ups, right?
5 ups, yeah.
So 3 wounds, though.
Yeah, because, Leviathan, I don't think has a 4 up. That's old 40k, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay, and if not, we're going to check that. Okay, so next up, we're going to do these Lascannons and the Heavy Bolter into the squad.
Yes. Now, they were one of the units I could have moved.
Yes.
But I decided not to.
In the movement phase, as a reaction.
Yeah, because you came forward with the Contemptors. I think if you charge them, I get all armor bane. So I get to reroll, and I could probably put some pain into you. Yes. Then I'd rather that, because they're soft, they're going to die anyway.
Yes.
So, here we go. Some Lascannon shots into them.
So, 4 Lascannon shots. Cool.
That's that one. Please be a 1. Please be a 1. Oh, that's hit though.
2 to wound. Okay. I see how this is going. I'm hitting on... this is the Heavy Bolter. Hitting on 2s.
Oh, there you go.
Now you hit, don't you? 3s to wounds. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds. I'll do Artificer. Artificer.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so that was really, really bad. We're going to go into these guys. Yes. They're going to shoot into there.
Okay.
When do you do your reaction? Is it when you have the wounds pulled, right?
Yes. Well, you just don't bother rolling all the dice and everything. I just take one and that's it. That's how it ends.
And you say it now?
Well, I'm not going to do it. now.
You're not going to do it?
Because I can only do one reaction in your shooting phase.
Okay.
I'm probably going to shoot with them.
Okay.
Oh, well, are you going to shoot? Are you going to shoot them with the Contemptors?
Yes, I'm going to shoot with the Contemptors.
So I might as well try and shoot them with the multi-melters.
Okay, so I'll quickly do a couple of shots here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Did one die before? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, all of them there. So 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Also, they're corrupt, so they don't really run away or anything. Oh, I'm not particularly bothered.
Okay, yeah, the hard, that would have really melted.
Yeah, exactly.
So hitting on 2s.
And then I've also always got it in my back pocket, so whenever you do fire at them, I can just pull it out.
Keep it, yeah.
Exactly.
So, but the problem is that what I find weird is that then you're going to have 2 special reactions. And I guess it's a thing, right? First time we're using allied.
Yeah, we don't normally, do we?
Sorry. And that is 3 dead because they're AP2.
Wow.
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
Just
like
normal saves.
3 normal saves. So 2 dead? 2 dead. 2 are slain.
Okay, then we are quickly going to move. I think we can do all in one cut, DC.
Oh, I like that.
People will be happy, you will be happy.
Everyone's happy.
Lascannon's going into here.
Already?
Heavy Bolter also going to here.
Okay.
Because I have a cheeky feeling that the Heavy Bolter is going to kill you.
I like that. Okay.
So 4 shots with the Lascannons. He's moved flat out, so I have to do. This is normal ballistic skill, which is 1 hit.
Yep.
These are snap firing.
Yep.
Which I miss.
1 hit.
And the Heavy Bolter is also snap firing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So 1 Lascannon hit.
Yeah.
3's to wound.
3's to wound.
2's to wound.
Which is a 1.
Which is a 1.
Okay.
So toughness 7, your strength 9, right? So 2's
yeah, I see how this is going.
Yeah.
Next up, we're going to go into these guys. First one is shooting. Are you shooting back? Are you evading?
I'm shooting back.
Okay. So 3 shots from the Assault Cannon.
Yep.
3 hits. Strength 7, so 2's to wound.
2's to wound.
And 2 are rending. And 1 is a normal save. And then we've got a Melter.
Yep.
Which doesn't hit.
Nice.
A lot of 1s this turn. So 2 wounds go straight through.
So 1's dead.
So 1's dead, which you probably want the closest one.
Yes.
Yes, because I'm going to charge you.
Me. Thank you.
And then you've got a normal save.
And a normal save. We're okay. Okay. Now, I've got 5 shots. How many within 12, though? That is the question. Including the one that would have been there at the front.
So he's out, he's in.
So
4.
You
do 1 by itself.
Okay, 1 by itself on a 3. That's a hit. And then I'll see if I wound him on a 3. That is a wound. So there's 1 wound so far.
Okay.
Then 4 hitting on 3s. All hit. And then we're looking for 3s with a reroll because of now we're in arm melter range. There you go.
So 4 wounds.
So 5 wounds, sir.
5 wounds.
Don't try and cheat me.
Okay. Didn't see that one. So they've all hit, they've all wounded.
Exactly.
Right? Okay. 5 ups.
5 ups.
Pass 1. So down to 2.
Both of them are down to 2 wounds each.
2. Now I actually don't know if to actually shoot at you. My gun isn't very good against you.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to shoot at you. I'm going to try a cheeky charge here. They do get +1 because they move 8.
Yes.
So I do need a 7.
Okay.
Which would be a 6 because of the +1.
+1.
Yeah. From its movement.
Yes, because of your
movement. In case you're new to Heresy, depending on your movement, you get benefits.
Yes.
So I think it's 8 to 10, you get
+1, and then
10 to
+2,
more, you get +2, and all that.
So on and so forth.
Yeah.
Already. Is that all you shooting?
That is all my shooting, sadly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
I
all
love
my
that.
shooting, sadly.
So let's go on to charges.
A bit sad.
Yay. Sons of Horus fans rejoice because I get to fire again.
Yeah, basically, I don't think I mentioned it, but I wasn't shooting because I didn't want my charges to get longer and longer because obviously he would take, even though it's his sergeant, I think he would take him off just because my charge would be longer. Now he is firing again, but I'm going to go with this one just because it's the furthest one away.
Yes.
So this one is a 6-inch charge just because of that angle.
Yep.
And this one is a 9-inch charge, which becomes an 8. So
yeah,
basically.
So 7 charge becomes 6, and then
So 4 shots. You have to do one by itself.
Separately. So 1 by itself.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Yes.
Does it
wound? Wounds on a 3, which is wounds. Yeah.
And now we have the ones in melter range, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. With a cheeky Sunder reroll, Armour Bane.
Yeah. So
I just think Sunder in my head. 4 wounds.
I have 2 wounds left. This is actually quite scary.
I know.
But I think I'm going to pass them all.
I'm excited. No, close, but not
So
enough.
he explodes, D6 inches, nothing within just him.
Yep. Strength 8 hit.
Strength 8, so wounding on 3s.
That's
Wounds me, which you should have rolled, but
That
you're in
doesn't
the camera. 2 up save, and there's a pass. Okay, so he's gone, which is my favorite Dreadnought. Black helmet fit Dreadnought.
He was my favorite general. As well.
You get a point there, by the way.
Oh,
Now, I do
even
get
better.
I really want to make this charge. I really want to make this charge because now I'm angry, the Dreadnought's angry, the people watching are angry.
Yeah.
You've made a lot of... You have
lot of
made
enemies.
a lot of enemies, yeah.
I'm not safe at night.
So I'm needing a 6 here.
Oh, he's in. That is nasty.
And he's angry.
Yeah.
I just want to mention that again.
He's
Because he's
super
very angry.
He's angry. Yeah. Combat time, and we have, of course, my bikes going in, and your
I'm
Contemptor.
going in. not
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I'm going in.
As I said, I
So
was like,
we strike at the same time.
oh, we do, yeah.
But I am higher weapon skill.
You go first. Then.
So I'm hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s.
I knew this was going to happen.
He's not angry.
I knew this was going to happen. 2s, 2 splats.
2 are splat. Nothing I can do about
because
that.
Strength 8.
Yep. Hit 2 from the back.
Yep.
But they still get to fight. They would.
Yes, because we are same initiative.
Yep. They would.
Hitting on 5s though.
Hit on 5s. For 3.
And wounding on 6s, but you do have chain swords.
So I
which
shred.
Shred.
Oh, there's a 6.
It's a 6, but I have 2 wounds though.
Yes, and 2. There, you're fine. So I lost by 2.
Yeah, but we can do that after the combat over
Oh,
there.
of course. Of which I go first.
Yes.
Oh, same time.
No, wait, no, I'm gonna go crack
grenade again. So hitting on 3s, 2 hits, swooshing on 2s. That's 2 dead. I'll just take for you. Take these 2.
Yep.
I assume you want to keep the Vexilla.
Yep. And
now
how
you
many
do-
guys have I got there? Because I think all of them will attack now.
1, 2.
Because I can
1, 2,
slightly
3, 4,
move.
5, 6, and there's 7. So
Yes.
it's kind
So 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'll give you that.
5, 6. So 6 guys normal attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on 5s.
Wounding on 5.
No, sorry, I also hit with the crack on
Yep.
and then wounding on 5s. So 2.
2 wounds.
And
2
Power Fists.
Oh, Power Fist, sorry.
5s.
Nice.
Ooh.
3s.
3s. Ooh,
Nice.
that's making me excited.
Power Fists.
Ooh.
And normal saves. We're okay.
Oh.
Down to 2.
So
you
I
win
win
by 1. Yeah.
by 1, but you are fearless.
Yeah, I just laughed.
So it doesn't matter.
I just.
But
Tell you what.
that squad is getting
Yeah.
pizza tonight.
That's
That squad is getting pizza.
pizza for the boys.
Okay, so leadership here
Yes.
because you've lost by 2,
Lost by 2.
so you fail.
Ooh.
So do I catch you?
3. Got them.
Yes, I do.
They are cut down. Well, they did their job. They did quite a lot
Can
of
I give
damage.
myself a clap?
Yeah, give yourself a.
'Cause that was
Yeah.
all very excited. Yeah, like that, like that.
Well, you're not going to be so excited.
That's
because
the end of my turn.
Yeah.
3.
I've got 4 points now. I'm going to
Remember that it could be a 4-turn game,
I know.
which is like
Wild.
soon. And turn 3 for the Sons of Horus, and everything's now on the table.
/ word bearers.
/ word bearers. I just don't like word bearers. So
Almost everything's on the table.
Almost. What's not?
My Praetor,
Oh,
Damien Pedley,
yep.
and my other 20 brick.
Oh,
Oh,
that's true. You still
yeah.
have a lot to come in.
There's a lot to come in. I've got a lot of bodies.
Yes.
Um,
And the missions favors you. I've just realized. Like,
yeah.
the 3 extra points, now that everything's in and you're still getting 3 points and
Yeah.
you're spending and you're killing.
Because
Makes sense, right?
I've-
You're coming back for your
Exactly.
planet. And
I'm 2 points. It's 2 points to 2, but I'm going to get 3 points at the end of this turn.
yes.
So it's 5 to 2. So I feel comfortable now
Yes.
that I've saved a little bit.
Yeah.
Over on this flank, I've brought in 1 Ashen Circle squad,
Well, yeah.
and then I brought in a second squad over here.
Mhm.
12 inches away, of course, but they move with their jump packs.
Perfect.
The idea is that the brethren come out,
Yes.
and then I can just jump them forward, maybe get some charges off, or at least do some pain with my torrent flamers and whatnot.
Yeah, for sure.
Some of you think about at least. And I couldn't put them over this flank, everybody, because even though I could put them like maybe here,
Okay.
you would just annihilate me with those assault cannons
Yes.
when I come in, and then they can't do anything that turn.
Yeah.
And then you would just shoot them again.
Yeah.
So I would lose them all.
Yeah, it wasn't a good decision to go on that side.
No. So this side, they can foot slog this way or
Perfect.
jet stream that way. We've moved back up and held the ramp with
Yes.
Praetor. It's very cool.
Mhm.
Him standing there with all his marines
Mhm.
from this guy. We've shuffled back slightly again with the
Dreadnought.
First Company Dreadnought because he's doing what he does best. Then we've run with this squad. We're now on the objective with them. Tipping in with this squad. They've actually going to sacrifice themselves in a very Sons of Horus manner.
Yes.
Because they're created basically a wall that you can't move up to.
Okay.
So you have to get to here and then charge them, I assume, or
Yep.
here and charge them,
Mhm.
slowing you down for a turn, which is kind of what I want because those phalanx can be a bit nasty.
Yes.
And then Belias, the Leviathan, has stayed put because it stops you from moving forward as a reaction,
Yes.
which I don't want. And he's just going to shoot those nasty cannons.
Perfect. Okay, so
Oh.
I'm going to intercept.
Sorry. And they rallied.
Did they rally?
Yeah.
You did that off camera, so it's probably not right.
Probably,
You didn't. I wasn't here either.
I
so-
roll low often, but
Okay. So, cool. So I'm going to intercept with
Yes.
my Dreadnought all the way into here
Yeah.
with my autocannon.
you can see 3 of them, so you can kill 3.
Okay.
And you got 3 shots.
And I've got 3 shots. So hitting on 2s
Nice.
and wounding on 2s.
Yes.
Because they're toughness 4 still.
Toughness
one,
4,
One
yeah.
wound, 2 wounds?
1 wound.
1 wound. Okay, so one's dead.
One's dead. Can you imagine if they were 2 wounds?
Yeah, I can actually imagine.
That'd be brutal.
Okay, so 1 dead. Not bad at all. Obviously the AP2 went through. And yeah, it's going straight on to shooting. Coming up next. Into the shooting phase, first unit of Sons of Horus with the Praetor, led by the Praetor, will be firing into the 2 wounded, or 2 left. 2
Yes.
wounds left. Dreadnought.
2 wounds left, 1 for
Okay.
each of his Imperial Fist brain cells. Hitting on 3s. That was not too bad for old DC. We'll take that, everybody. But now we need these 6s.
Yes, you do.
So, swings and roundabouts. I never know what that means either. Got a 6, 2 6s.
2 6s. That's all you need, right?
That's all I need.
2 ups. I knew I was going to fail 1.
So
So he's down to 1.
and it's now down to the.
You should have shot at the same time. Remember that.
Come on, yeah, but come on.
What
Does
is
anybody
it?
do that all at the
Combi-Bolter?
same time?
Yes, they do.
They use different colored dice. I can't do that. My brain doesn't work that way. 2 shots because he's within 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Twin linked, but he hits on 2s.
Yeah, but is he within 12? Because remember, he has to be within 12.
Yeah, the only people who weren't are those 2 in the back.
Okay,
So I
okay. Yeah,
assume-
that's fine. That's fine.
No,
that's
no,
all.
no, you've said it now.
Okay.
Camera,
My-
everyone's
my-
now touching up Mr. Pardo.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just.
Okay.
2 hits.
And 6s.
Here we go.
You're not going to get it, so I'm not worried. I didn't see
Double
it. So
1.
you could have cheated, but I didn't see
Double 1.
it. Okay, cool. So
Now-
that's them.
That's them.
Anything else here?
This
No,
is going into him.
You're going to go into him
Come
now.
on, he's got
Okay.
1 wound left. I have
Okay,
to.
cool. Yeah, fair enough.
Because shooting at that, it's not going to do much because
Okay.
you're still going to get out and.
I'm going to shoot back at you then.
This guy, yeah,
Yeah.
fine. Cool. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s.
3 wounds.
Come on, Mr. Pardo.
Okay. So, 5 up.
3 5-ups.
You're laughing too much. You know what happens,
I
right?
know, every time. No!
Told you, you were laughing far too much. I just warned you. It's time to shoot back. And he's measuring because my melt is in range as well.
No!
I'm hitting on 2s. Rerolling because twin linked. And then strength 7 though.
Ooh, 4.
So 4s. Looking for 6s though. 2 wounds. No 6s. 2 ups. Oh, I saw the 1. Melter is nothing.
Wah, wah, wah.
Well, I'm still alive.
I know, it's so
I'm
annoying.
still alive.
It's
And
so
I'm going to
annoying.
smash into you now.
Oh,
Okay, so this has all run, right? This is all run?
that's all run. The
That's
only
all
thing
run.
left to fire is the 2 Lascannons that can snap fire.
From,
They can't see anything.
who's this? Ah, from here, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
They'll go into the side armor of this.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
why not? I could shoot those 2.
I could have actually shot left, well, because you're going to shoot with Belias, I could have shot back.
Yeah, I know.
Ah,
I was sneakily happy with that.
okay.
You got greedy, my friend.
I got greedy.
You got rage.
Yeah,
Rage on the
I
brain.
did get rage. I did get rage.
Now, I'm going to shoot 2 Lascannons into those guys because it's snap firing. I could probably.
Okay.
mince- No, nothing. I'll do Belias in a second.
Perfect.
I just need to check. I think storm cannons are only like 24-inch, right?
Storm cannons are 24. Yeah.
Okay.
Storm cannons.
'Cause
what
what-
I have forgotten is that in your movement phase, I could have charged one of your units. So the phalanx could have actually charged this unit. The dreadnought could have actually charged this unit. But it's good to still have it, I guess, for next turn. Because I will get much closer.
Say that to
you.
yourself, buddy.
Yes,
Say
I'm
that to
just
yourself.
trying to be positive. So, Belias,
Crying behind the camera.
yeah, I am crying actually. Belias next, or
Yeah, just Belias because he's out of range. I thought because the old butcher cannon that we won, I remember is 36 in range.
yes, this
Um,
is 24,
But they
right?
took it off us. That's 40k. But
Is this 24? now?
I'm fairly sure. I'll check now though.
And did you shoot the last cannons?
Yeah, and they failed
And they
miserably.
failed.
Well, I mean, they were snap firing anyway. To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, Mr. Pardo.
I think it's actually 36 still, the storm cannon.
Really?
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 Yeah.
Well, we have it right here. Leviathan. Clicking view on Battlescribe, followed by 24.
24. Okay, so you're shooting into the Lastrius?
Yeah, I have to.
Okay, cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots hitting on 2. I'll come over to you, Mr. Pardo.
Lovely.
2. Ah. And then looking for 2. So that's 4.
Breaching 4 ups.
No,
right?
5 ups.
5 ups, okay. So 4 wounds.
4 normal saves
You need one of these.
on your shooty boys.
My sergeant's still there.
He is.
I'm going to actually go on him. 2 up. 3 ups. Okay, so my sergeant's
Got him.
Whoa. And someone else has wanted to go with him. That finishes your turn because you're not going to charge anything, right?
I am not charging anything that... Oh, combat, that's all.
Into combat. Okay, let's get some dice and finish off the turn. Straight on to combat we go. Dreadnought striking first because I am using my crack grenade. I don't know if to actually do my chain bayonets now. I'm going to do my chain bayonets. Why not? So we strike at the same time.
I like that. Probably better because if I kill some stuff now, there's a lot less crack grenades
Yes,
going in.
let's do that.
I'm really annoyed about that Contemptor though.
Yes, but it's your fault because look, you just killed my artificer sergeant. So
That was good.
don't complain.
3s.
All hits. This is what you want. 2s. That's 3 dead.
3 dead.
Okay, so I've got 3 dead. I've still put the him here.
Of course.
So I've got 1, 2, 3 attacks. Here we go. Hitting on 5.
Yep. Nice.
And wounding on 6s. Rerolling. Oh, that would have been 2 wounds. So 1 wound from the chain chain bayonets, and then I've got 2
Power Fists.
Power Fists. Come on, come on.
5.
Be proud.
You did last.
He's done really well. That's 1 hit.
You take that.
I'll take that.
And then 3s.
I'll take that.
Okay, so first of all, the 2 up from the
I hope
chain
you fail
bayonet.
this.
Oh, and then a 5 up, right, from the
Yes.
Power Fist. No,
So
takes
it's
a
down
wound.
to 1. Ooh.
This has been brutal.
Oof, it has been brutal.
So you've lost by
1 again.
by 1 again.
Because
You've
you've
got
lost
Vexen.
1 and I've got a Vizier.
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go. 6, 7,
You're
8.
fine,
I
right?
failed. I failed.
Is
because
it 7?
No, it's 8.
Yeah.
But minus 1. So it's a 7. Because, yeah. So, do you want to sweep in advance?
I really do.
It's a 1.
Every time.
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
I do fall back and go. But look, I've left him on 1. I'm quite proud of this unit.
That's yeah. Do you know what?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can't knock those guys.
No.
They fought a dreadnought for like a long time.
Yes. So that's
Now
the
it's-
end of your turn.
Yeah.
3.
Do you want to count up points for me?
You get
1, 2, 3. I'm not gonna lie, this looks epic.
Yeah, we
What?
could stop now and just sit, get some chairs out.
Yeah,
Admire the battlefield.
exactly. Admire the battlefield. So this is your turn
4.
4.
So at the end of this turn, we need to roll already,
Ooh.
and it's a bloodbath.
Yeah. Now, so
Um,
in that case, for example, if it did end
Yes.
on this turn, oh no, it's you play, then I play.
Yeah, it's
Right.
very difficult because you
I
are
only get
now
3 points.
on 5 points.
Yeah.
To my
2.
2, but you are scoring 3 unless I charge this way
Yes.
and then consolidate by killing the units onto here. So I
Yes.
won't go because I am
That'll be very cool.
denying you.
So
So that would swing the game, but they need to perform very, very well.
and so you would have to have it. Put it this way: you'd have to kill 3 units to match points, 4 units to go ahead, and not get on that objective.
I can kill.
Wait, and the game finish on turn 4. You would win.
Yes,
That'd be crazy.
yes. I can actually get cheeky and try and kill some stuff.
I think so. I mean, my Contemptor's on pretty low points.
Yes.
This unit is easy target.
Yeah.
That unit's an easy target. This guy's on 1 wound left.
Yes, which I'm going to put Lascannon into there.
So you know it's
It's interesting.
and
It's
these guys,
very-
there's only 2 of them as well.
It's
so
very interesting.
It
Yeah,
sounds
but
ridiculous, but you could waste
a couple of ball shots into
to get
there.
it. That's a victory point.
Yeah. Now, I'm going to explain my movement. So he's just moved back and he's now a gun platform,
Yep.
basically to shoot into what I actually see here.
Okay.
These guys have moved up, can't run because they're heavy. These guys have moved up now here, can't run either, but they want to charge now.
Yep.
This moved up, we have rolled already for dangerous terrain because we thought, look, it's dangerous
Yeah.
terrain. Rolled a 2, so we're fine. Disembarked, and I'm now ready to charge. I was going to move the Dreadnought closer,
Yes.
but it was on 1 wound, and so if you are actually overwatching stuff, he's going to probably die. Now, what else is happening? These guys have moved. These guys have just shuffled up.
These shuffled up, and then I reacted by moving back here.
Yes, just because I didn't get line of sight with.
You couldn't get line of sight with the Lascannons, which I didn't want.
And then I'm not that worried about them. They move 12, but there's not a lot they can get in this in your turn, approaching turn.
No, true.
So
I probably have to get to turn 5 or even turn 6 or whatever it is to get them stuck into those brethren.
Yeah.
But, however, it did kind of work in the sense that you were thinking about going back to fight them with the brethren.
and just getting points.
So it's a head game. Yeah, exactly.
Now, I want to be nice again.
Okay.
And you're forgetting about something.
Oh.
I know, you've already done your movements, right?
I moved, yeah.
Because I would have moved back with them.
No, you see, I was thinking about that.
Okay.
But
interesting.
Yes, you're going to probably get in anyway. Probably either from these.
Yes.
Even
that's why I put them there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or the brethren.
Yes.
Or the Contemptor that was a lot closer.
Yes.
And my thought was, well, if I move back, I'm giving you more space to get up the to the primary.
That's quite.
Whereas
that's quite,
if they die, they're going to die.
I'll give that to you for once.
Okay. For once.
You've used one of your brain cells. That's very good. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to get some dice ready and start shooting because I think it could be a tasty turn if I have the dice gods with me.
Yeah. Starting off with the Land Raider firing its beams from the trenches into.
So, Power of the Machine Spirit, one last cannon into him, trying to get that point.
Makes sense.
The rest is all going into this bad boy here.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I'm going to start with the normal shots first.
Okay.
Going into him. Hitting on 3s, sorry. The last cannons.
Nice.
Should have gone for them.
Wounding on 2s?
Choose 2 wounds. That is 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
And then I've got 4 heavy bolters. Hitting on 2s. To a linked.
Nice.
Obviously, doesn't want to hit. And 5s. Sorry, 6s.
So 2 normal save.
2 5-ups.
Ooh, save 1,
down
so takes
to
a
3,
wound. And then 1 normal 2-up save. That's what I meant. Yeah, we're okay.
Okay, so down to 3.
Down to 3.
Perfect.
And. Ooh.
And now I've got the 2 Lascannons to go into there.
Yes, I'm just wondering whether to shoot back at you with the 4 Lascannons there. Because everything else is just bolters. You're probably not going to shoot at the Marines to reduce any charges.
Yeah.
Oh, you might shoot here.
Yes, and you can shoot
into
back.
him, and I'll shoot back.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that because I don't care about the Land Raider.
Yeah,
so
and
much.
remember, for those you have to say it before I shoot.
Oh, yes, sorry, that's right.
But I don't mind because that would have been a
legitimate charge,
legitimate thing that you would have done with 4 Lascannons.
But no, let's leave it.
So this is the important one. I want to kill that Dreadnought on that side. Hitting on 3s. I'm going to miss both shots. I'm saying it now. No.
Oh.
I'm going to fail to wound. Maybe this works. You would say the opposites. 1. 5 up. Come on, die, you scum.
No, he's gone. He's exploded.
Doesn't get anything.
No, nothing
within 6. So that's a point.
That's a point. Great start for the Imperial Fist fans out there.
So he is going to.
Dun 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 dun.
Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky. I'm going to do some Lascannons here.
Okay.
So 4 Lascannons and the heavy bolter going into there.
Into this squad here?
Yes.
Okay, understood.
Do you want to?
No.
Okay. 2s. This is the heavy bolter to a linked. Always misses 1.
Always.
And that is 1 wound.
1 wound.
Wait, 4 Lascannons. 4 Lascannons. 3 hits.
2
and 3 cover saves.
3 cover saves.
5 ups. Wow, bosses it.
And then normal save.
Yep. Okay, perfect. They're using the cover perfectly.
Exactly, behind the wall.
Okay, no shooting here because I've just got like a pistol here, but I don't know. I won't shoot. I'm just going to just in case because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yep.
Illustrious assault cannons are going to go into Elias.
I will shoot.
Oh, and I'm just going to say, because we can do it off camera, because it's a lot of shots.
Again.
And then the bolter fire.
Yep.
I'm going to see how many are in range of these 2 just to get a cheeky point.
Yep, that makes sense.
If not, I'm going to shoot into this squad. We'll do that off camera.
Yeah, okay.
And then we'll come back after have a think about whether this little dreadnought is actually.
Because I could shoot back if you shoot at me with them.
Yes.
And then. But especially for 6s and 2-ups, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
Whereas here, I'm guaranteed to pop some of these guys. So I'll shoot back with here.
Yeah, I could shoot at the Leviathan as well.
Oh, if you wanted to.
Which is interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Catch you back in a second. After all the Imperial Fists have fired, this guy's fallen over, so he counts as dead.
He's fainted.
He fainted. It's hot there. Now, We have had 4 wounds done to Belias from the assault cannons here, which I will quickly roll off. 5 ups. Ooh, 2 6s. So he took 2 wounds down to 2, Mr. Pardo.
Yep.
Not quite enough.
Not quite,
there.
man. I was rolling so many 6s to hit.
You were.
But they're not rolling to
I loved
wounds.
it. And then over here, we've had 6 wounds onto this squad
From the tactical
bolters
marines,
down in the trenches. So 2 die.
2 die.
So we'll take this one and this one.
Okay.
That
Perfect.
is those 2. Now, before anything else,
Yes.
I obviously declared that I was shooting with Belias into your Illustrious squad. So I'm hitting on 2s. I'll reroll that because that is cocked. And that is cocked again. There we go. It's a hit. And then I'll roll over here so I don't have to do that again. Looking for 2s, but obviously 5s is the good stuff, which I got 2 of.
2 dead.
So 2 dead, and then 3 normal saves, please.
3 normal saves, 3 ups, 1 more dead.
Nice. That is a test, my friend.
No,
I believe.
because I don't do tests from reactions.
Oh, yes. I always forget that, and you always say that to me, and I will never, ever remember.
Yeah.
So that's those 2 gone.
Yes.
Now,
by the way, I didn't shoot at the Lascannons just because only 2 of them could reach. So it was a bit, even though I probably would have killed them, didn't want to risk it.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so I'm going to finish off my shooting phase with this Dreadnought firing into this Dreadnought.
Yeah, nothing I can do about
that. 3 also cannons.
Okay.
All hits. We roll that one. It's a hit. And 4 wounds. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. 2 ups, 3 ups, 5 ups.
2 ups, 2 ups. Okay, we're on a melter. Doesn't hit.
Oh,
no, hits.
Hits, 2, yeah.
Hits. And wounds.
5 up.
Oh. Oh. Okay,
right.
That's shooting.
Okay.
Charges. I will charge these guys into them.
I have 2 reactions. So I can overwatch twice.
You can overwatch twice. So you might as well. These are the only 2. Oh, this is like a really long charge, which I can measure for you.
I don't care about that one, I guess. So I would have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 shots here into these guys.
7, 8, 9, 10. I would need for them.
I will. I might
9.
well.
Sorry, 9.
I've got 2, so I might as well overwatch here because I can do it twice, right?
Yes.
So I might as well. So we're going to get 10 dice because it's 10 shots. And we're going to fire into your axe-wielding lunatics. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds, please, Mr. Pardo.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to go with my...
AP2 pinning, and they also have creeping death.
I'm going to go with my... Not Artificial Armour, because he's a boss. He's got a thunder hammer and just smashes things. Okay, so I'm going to go 3 ups.
Why don't you want to roll?
I'm just thinking what perks they had. I do have 5 ups from...
the Apothecary.
So 2 deads.
Okay, I'll take 2.
2.
I'm happy with 2. I wasn't expecting anything, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so charges. So
those guys.
You want to overwatch?
I will. I'll do that off camera.
Okay. So these guys are going into there.
Yep.
Basically, they're in.
Can't fail.
I need a 9 from these guys.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's 7.
And then these guys will go straight into there.
Ooh.
That's it.
Okay, they're in. They'll move forward 4 and a bit.
Yep.
And I will do all these shots off camera in a second.
The good thing is that I did have to charge because my Warlord trait, I have to charge
Yes,
anything
you do.
within 12.
Yes.
So it's good that we did charge.
Unforgiven. We shall return with the wounds and all the models in combat in just a second. Hold the phones a second, everybody. I just need to make a quick clarification.
Yes.
There are 2 Warlord traits the Sons of Horus can take in the new book.
Yep.
I read the bottom of the wrong one saying I get an extra in the assault phase rather than the movement phase, which is what my casting gold Warlord trait does. So what I've done is nothing changed in game. I just basically didn't overwatch with this squad, and all is well.
That's it. You did wounds. You did your overwatch before you realized.
I did.
You actually did 6 wounds, but I do have artificial armor on all my unit, all my models,
and they're just bolters.
Yeah.
So I'm not too bothered about that, but yeah, my mistake there. Luckily, it didn't impact the game.
Yes.
But I just got too excited, and I was like, "Ooh, look at that!" The other one is quite cool as well. The other Warlord trait allows basically a +1 leadership as for anything within line of sight of your Warlord, and some other bits and pieces, which is kind of cool. But casting gold is the best one. I have issued a challenge here with my Praetor. However, my casting gold Warlord trait means that if I fight someone in a challenge that has the same or higher weapon skill than me, I get +1 attack and +1 strength. Unfortunately, he's only weapon skill 5, so I don't get that.
which
a
is
shame.
sad.
It is sad because that would have been cool. But it also means I would have been hitting on 4s, which now I hit on 3s.
I'm just reading. They do have Furious Charge as well.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So, you want to do one more charge before we get stuck?
Yes, so I've just realised that he shot at him. With these all piling in and still being an inch away from there,
Yep.
he can now charge into him.
I love it.
It's a 10 inch. It's 10 inches away.
Yep.
They do get a +1, so I do need a 9-inch charge, which would be very, very cool if I could actually smash him.
Yes. That's a 3.
5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8.
8.
I needed that 9.
You needed that 9?
I needed that 9. It's
Okay.
10 inches away.
That's a shame, but I'm very happy for that.
Okay, so we're going to go into combat.
Yes.
You attack first here.
Oh, great.
So you can pile in because I am unwieldy with everything except for your Power Fist.
Okay.
So basically, all that unit can attack. So that's what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 attacks.
4 attacks? 4 normal attacks first,
Yes,
right? And then the Power Fist?
Yep.
Okay. 4 attacks. Hitting
My
one.
weapon skill is 4, so you're fine.
Oh, great. 1 wound.
1 wound.
And then
Okay.
I'll do Power Fist at the end.
So I'll put it on my
Artificer armor, yes you will. Do
No,
it, do
3
it.
up. Passed.
Should have Artificer.
Yeah. And now we all attack at the same time.
Yep.
So I'm going to do all my axes here. So what we've done is, it's very weird because I could have put like a couple on here, but
Maybe,
it doesn't look
yeah.
very cinematic. So I'm going to put like these 2 and 3 of him, and obviously the sergeant here. So these are the
Can
axes.
you imagine? They're all rushing down towards the
these are the
piling each other.
These are the axes.
Yeah, axes.
I'm hitting, weapon skill is still 4, so I'm hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Okay. And
Hold, Sons of Horus.
Yes.
Hold.
And I'm wounding on 3s. So that's 3 at AP2. So that's 3 dead.
3 dead. And then I get to fight with my
Yes.
fist, hitting on 4s, 1 hit, and smushing on 2s, right? So that's 1 wound.
I do have an invulnerable save,
Yes, you do.
which is a pass.
Ah, it's a shame. So 3 are dead, right?
3 are dead. straight
I'll
away,
take
yeah.
1, 2, 3. There you
Okay,
go.
and the sergeant would be striking at the same time still, so it's 3 attacks.
Yep.
Weapon skill is still 4. So
Yep.
4s, all
Nice.
hits,
He's angry.
and 2s, 2 splats because it's a
Yes.
thunder hammer. So that
Those
unit
are
is dead.
Wiped
So
out.
I can consolidate, which I will off camera.
Yes. But they did a great job. Held the
They did
line.
a well job, and they got a point there as well.
Yes. No, I was on about me, not you.
Oh, okay.
They did a great
but
job
no one cares
holding the
about
line.
you, and no one cares about the Sons of Horus. So wait,
Us.
you get a -1 to wound.
To strength. To your
To
strength.
So did I kill any with my axes? Oh, we'll have to check because
Okay.
I would, instead of needing 3s, I would have needed 4s.
Oh, is it 4? Is it that much?
See, so
thought they were only on
my
2s.
axes are strength 5.
Oh, I thought they were strength
+1.
6.
And then my hammer is still okay because
Yep.
+1 is still strength 7.
Yeah, so 2.
So that would be fine.
All right,
But we'll check the
Good catch, Mr. Pardo.
Yeah.
We'll check that now, and then we'll get on to combat over here. So we checked, and all was well. Well, you knew that because you watched it and could pause it and look it back. But when we're here right now, we don't remember every dice roll. But it was 2 2s, a 4, a 4, and a 6, I believe.
Yes.
So all fine. So no issues there. But good catch, Mr. Pardo.
Yeah.
My first time using Sons of Horus. So
Yeah, first combat as well, so
Ever,
we're
yeah.
a bit like all over the place.
I'm just excited.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to here.
Yes.
Now, I do have Furious Charge, so that actually cancels out
negates
your
my
thing. So
Sons of
I'm
Horus
still wounding on
trait.
4s, though,
Yeah.
which I don't want. So, you've issued the challenge.
I did.
I issued the challenge because I knew you would issue a challenge.
Yeah.
You get perks for that?
No, unfortunately not, because you're only weapon skill 5. I need weapon skill 6 or higher to get my +1 attack, +1 strength.
Okay, so we'll do no, you are high initiative, so you go first there.
Okay. That would be a shame because I'd be strength 6 otherwise.
Yeah.
But 4 attacks, wounding on 3s. That is all hit. All but 1, sorry. I don't have Mastercraft or anything because you can't with Cataphractii.
Okay.
And then we're looking at strength 5 here because it's Paragon Blade.
Yep.
So 3s. So that's, ooh, nice. That is 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
AP2. And Paragon Blade on a 6 is Murderous Strike. Is that correct?
Yes, so I can't take the Murderous Strike, the Feel No Pain on Murderous Strike. So I'm going to do a 6-up save, basically,
Okay.
because they have a 2-up save, and Murderous Strike will instantly kill him, even though they have 2 wounds each. So basically I need a 6 here, if not he's dead. He's dead.
Dead.
Okay,
Slit his throat.
that's it. So that's two wounds.
For the War Master.
Yeah.
Well, they're 2 wounds each.
Yeah, they've got 2 wounds each. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so now I will attack at my initiative here, which
Yes.
is at the same time as you. So I've got 36 attacks coming in hots. Now, they are AP3, you do have Artificer Armour, which I hate.
Into the dice bunker.
Yes. So hitting on weapon skill is 5.
My majority is 4.
Yeah. So hitting on 3s.
Remove all those 1s and 2s.
Yes,
I see a lot of them.
There's a lot of
I
them.
see a lot of them. There's another one there. Don't try and hide it and
lots
pretend
of
it's a
them.
hit.
There's a
People
lot
can
of
see
them.
you.
And then wounding on 4s.
We're on 4s, yeah. Which is not bad either for me. Oh, okay. Well, you roll like that.
So
Filth.
that is 7 AP3s and 2 AP2s.
Okay, 7 AP3s
Yeah.
and then 2 AP2s.
Yes.
So that's 2 dead straight away.
Yes,
So if you
and
take
then I
those
need
2,
to take 4 more. Wait, I need to do 16 more attacks.
16 more attacks.
Yes, 36 in total.
Wow.
Because they have 2 attack space, 1 for charging, and 1 for pistol and swords.
Oh, ready?
So hitting on 3s, again, not a very good roll. 4, 5, yeah.
Okay.
And then 4s again.
Big 4s coming in.
Okay.
That's another
So that is
3 more normal saves.
3 more normal saves at
And
AP. Well, not normal saves, AP3.
Yes.
But you can put them onto your
Yeah.
artificial armor, and then 1 more AP3.
Yeah. So 3 are dead.
So 4 are dead, right, in total?
3 are instantly dead.
What did I put? Just
2 before.
2 before?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3 are dead. If you move those 3 for me.
Yeah.
And then, because it's narrative, and because at SN here, if you aren't aware, we like to play a house rule where the initiative.
I think you should go for 2 ups.
Oh, you reckon? All the way?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay.
Do it.
So explain what we normally do.
So what we normally do here as a house rule is that we only allow the same amount of initiative as rolls for artificial armor. So if your initiative is 4, you can only make a max of 4 on an upgraded model with artificial armor.
Yes.
Because if not, sometimes it gets silly. There was Barbarian Port, which I passed like 20.
Yeah.
Which obviously beats the odds, but it is still possible, and it gets a bit silly. But
So
I'm going to allow you to do the normal thing.
all right, that sounds like fun.
Okay. There we go. And this is why that's the rest are all dead. And this is why I was going to let it, because I was like, this guy rolls ones like 4 2 pluses. So he's dead. And then how many there? Because
we've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9. So that would be 3 more. 4, 5.
Yep.
6. So there's still 3 wounds that you would have to take on your Praetor.
Right. 4 up invulnerable saves then. Because no, 2
No,
ups.
2 ups.
Because you got Cataphractii.
That's
He's
fine.
okay.
Perfect. So I've won by
A lot.
a lot. You've done 2 wounds, and so yeah. Just roll.
Just roll. He's running.
He fails.
Can I run away? Cataphractii? Yeah. I
What you can't do is you can't sweep in advance.
Okay.
So you roll and I roll.
Okay, I'm rolling at the gates. No.
And as well, I do have Pardo. Remember the rule. Crusade,
Yes.
which gives me, I think, a +1
To the sweeping advance.
to sweeping advances.
Because I think my guy is a crusader over there too.
So yeah,
He is cut down on the ramp,
he's cut down.
surrounded by
I
the brethren.
will now move my initiative step as I pile in, and not let you grab the 4 points.
Well, you say that, I need to shoot you off it then. Because it's at the end of the turn, right?
Yes, but it's a tough unit to shoot with
moves.
bolter fire. But that was
moves.
cracking, and I've killed your warlord, but again, there's no secondaries.
Well, you've killed the warlord, that's 1 point. You've killed 2 squads of...
I've killed this squad.
And you've killed the Terminators. So you're on your 4.
What
Sorry,
Terminators?
Terminators. Contemptor.
Okay.
That means you're on 4 points.
How did I kill the Terminator?
With
The
Contemptor. with
I
the
did
Lascannon.
it with the Lascannon, yeah.
Which means we're now level on points as we go into turn 4.
I like it.
I like it.
The Praetor battled his way down the ramp, singling out the Imperial Fist leader of the Sword Brethren. As the two clashed, many Sons of Horus fell around their leader, trying desperately to halt the Loyalist advance. Despite slaying his foe, the Praetor found himself utterly outmatched, and succumbed to the butchery of the enraged Sons of Dawn.
It is down to the wire here at turn 4 at 6 points apiece.
It's a very, very thin wire as well.
It's super thin.
On top of that.
The wolves are at the door, and it is looking like the word bearers are the ones that are holding the line now as the Sons of Horus gave their life valiantly.
How cool was that?
That was very cool. Just running up the ramp.
Riffing, just coming out the ramp.
So we've got a consolidation move here from the Brethren, and also I forgot we consolidated up here too. Didn't quite get enough to get onto the primary objective, the platform.
Yeah.
However, we have with the Brethren. So unless I remove that unit, which is extremely unlikely, I will be not getting any points this turn. So it all boils down to a few things. I have not moved an inch, a muscle, a moment in the center of the compound, and because the Imperial Fists are waiting to pull their advanced reaction on me, to charge me.
Do you remember what it was called?
Oh, that's a great question. No.
Me neither. I've gone blank. I feel really bad.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have even mentioned it, because
No, you
now the
shouldn't.
Imperial Fist players are like, what?
Is he even
Carry on
Imperial Fist
talking.
player?
I'm going to even...
Yes.
I'm going to...
I think it's called the best defense.
It is.
Is it really?
The best defense. It is the best
You should
defense.
be ashamed of
It is the
yourself.
best
As a word bearer, I know
It is
this.
the best defense. You know everything. You read a lot.
I
Didn't
do,
you?
I
You
do
said you
read
read a lot. Yeah.
We haven't moved because we don't want the best defense to be triggered anywhere, and we've stayed put with Belias because he'll just be putting his weapons into these guys to try and get himself a point, maybe, if I can butcher them, because there is no longer an artificer nonsense going on. Over here, however, we've both used our jump packs because we want to try and charge. We get bonuses to our charge because we move so fast into the side of this land raider, because we can throw lots of melter bombs at it.
Yes.
Because they all have melter bombs, which I am very excited about.
They all have melter bombs, right?
I believe so. They all have melter bombs.
Or it's not just the sergeant.
I believe it's everybody.
Okay.
But we will check.
Then I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I
We
thought
will
it was
check.
just the sergeant.
No, I think it's everybody. And that makes me very excited.
Okay.
Now, in terms of shooting, I'm going to quickly just shoot Elias and my Contemptor Dreadnought.
Okay, so that's all your movements, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I can move this a bit further away from you,
Oh, sure.
which I would just go like that and just a bit.
Dangerous terrain.
That's fine.
But that is one dead brethren.
Yeah.
So, that is cool. So a little bit further away, that's fine. I have to make long bombs. Now, that's my kind of plan, because if I can blow it up, I can get a point there and get ahead of the game.
We'll measure this properly, though, once
Okay.
we move.
Yeah. 4 Lascannon shots going into your Contemptor.
Okay.
Because he has 1 wound left, and that's a cheeky point for me there too.
I will shoot back,
That makes sense.
because I want the point back for me.
Hitting on 2s.
And you haven't bought any reserves. I don't think you've said it.
Apologies. I did not. I have got my Praetor
Yes.
and 1 unit of 20 Marines left.
Which you
for
don't
the
want
word
to bring
bearers.
in.
There's no point because I would lose points. I'd lose 2 points.
Yes.
And then I don't think those Marines would do anything at this stage of the game.
Yes.
So there's no point.
You don't want to lose points. That's
No,
the crucial.
That's the crucial point.
Yeah.
Now, let's see if I can gain some. Hitting, wounding on, strength 9, wounding on 2s.
2s, yeah.
That is, that's 3. I
3.
dropped 1.
Remember what I did before?
I know, I know.
5 ups. Oh, he's dead. D6.
D6.
Is
Nah,
1,
he's
so
fine.
no one catches anything, but I do shoot back.
Yes, you do.
So 3 autocannon shots.
Yes.
All hits.
Nice. And then 4s.
And then 4s to wound. Looking for 6s. 1 6.
1 6. 5 up. Wait.
And
5 up. We're fine.
sorry, I do need to do a melter, which I failed.
Nice.
And he's gone. So that's a point.
That's a point. That's big.
That's
that's big.
That is big.
Now we're going to fire our 6 shots from Belias
Okay.
into your other guys. I think that's 7 dice there. So I'm going to not cheat and just use 6. We're looking for 2s here, which is all hit. And then we're looking for 2s, but 5s, please. So we've got 3 normal saves.
Left maybe to shoot with them.
Possibly.
Instead. How many did you do?
2 automatically dead.
Okay.
And then 3 normal saves, please.
And 3 normal saves.
Because they are rending 5
so
ups.
3 ups. That's
So
fine.
just 2
So
are slain.
2 are slain. Now that's more than
Ding,
25%, so I need to do a leadership test
Oh,
there.
great. Now, can you do one favour for me? Because I don't have the measuring tape on me.
Yes.
Am
What
I
do you
within?
want?
No, I'm not within 12 there at all, right? That's
Is
probably
that
not.
for a
Just a melter shot. that's
melter
all.
shot?
Don't want to deny Belias the chance to pop another of these.
It's extra.
Imperial
It's
Fists.
extra points. Yeah. So it's great. No, you are not within. You're not within 12.
Okay, not within, not a problem at all. So
Did you take the guys from the back?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So just a test there, my friend.
Is that the end of the shooting phase?
I am going to shoot all of these. Well, saying that you haven't got any shenanigans, have you, to move if I shoot at you?
No, I haven't got anything. I've just shot back, so
Yes.
I won't be anything.
So this squad
Yeah.
will fire everything into the... Oh.
Okay, we'll do that off camera.
If I fire it, these guys,
Yes.
they all have 2 up saves.
Yes,
And
and
I've-
feel no pain. These guys have a 3-up. I do have Artificer Armour on my Sergeant, and I do have feel no pain on them.
I will shoot them
Okay.
just because there's a great chance of making them run away or die.
Yes, but these are denying... Yeah, but look, you won't
It's
be able to
impossible to kill a
the full
unit.
thing.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure,
impossible.
for sure. Okay, I'll do a leadership test now for you guys to see at home,
Okay,
and then we'll do all the shooting off camera.
makes sense.
So they fail, so they're off.
Yeah, they're off.
They're off.
That's a point.
They're really close.
That is a
And
point.
then you're going to shoot all that
Yeah.
into them off camera.
In 1 second, you will see the wounds. A withering hail of bolter fire from the dark ones of the word bearers into those phalanxes. They run across the gangplank there.
Pretty good.
That's
that
pretty
was good. 14 wounds.
Yeah, the gods are with me. The dark
14
gods are with
wounds.
me.
Remember that you did a move, so you did get Fury of the Legion.
Yes.
And something that we spoke off camera is that that is an objective. So you would have been getting Heart of the Legion, which is Feel No Pain.
True.
But we said it off camera, which we weren't using it. So
Yes.
2 ups. I'm going to start with Artificer Armour first.
Mainly because of the size of the objective.
Yeah, it's far too big, so you
just
won't get
ridiculous.
this. So Artificer Armour.
Artificer Armour.
There we go. It's a 1, like always.
Every time. That is your curse.
That is
Mr.
my
Pardo.
curse. 3 ups. That is 3.
Okay, now
I
you got
do
your
have
Feel No
Pain.
Pain.
5 ups. That's 1
So
and
2
5
dead.
ups.
Okay,
So 2 dead.
3 dead in total.
And the Sergeant.
Yeah, he's right here.
Okay.
And
There we
that's panicking. And
That's a panicking.
And -1 because of my
Demonic, right? Not
well, corrupted.
corrupted.
fear, I cause.
Ooh, there you go.
They are running. And they are running
So
7.
5, 6, 7. Okay, so we'll move that.
We'll move
later.
those in a
Yep,
second.
on my turn.
And now charges coming up. Before we get into the charges, you may have noticed that the Land Raider is facing a different direction, and there is a reason for that.
Yeah. Basically, the reaction states that you can pivot 90 and move backwards. Personally, for me, I know other people are doing it. Backwards can be anyway. But by me, having the pivot before makes sense because you want to pivot to make back. So I'm doing it what I think is the proper way. So I pivot at 90. And instead of going forward, because for me it's forward, that
Yes.
I'm going back
Backwards.
from the back.
Yeah.
So these guys are now out of 12.
Which is good.
But these guys need an 8. They get a +2 for having the jump axe.
I think it actually helps you
So-
because both were in range of potential
Both
charges.
were in range,
Plus-
yeah.
I think I get +2
Now
to
what?
this.
So 6, you need a 6 now.
need a 6.
It was an 8, you need a 6 now.
Yes, need a 6.
That's a 6. That's
We
exactly
got
what
it.
you
Let's
need.
get them in and let's get the fighting coming up. Scrambling all over the side of the Land Raider, slapping melter bombs everywhere. We have 7 melter bombs going in. Slap. And then hitting on 2s, right?
Yes.
So I
you
missed.
don't choose.
Somehow I missed 2.
Somehow.
Somehow they didn't stick 2 on.
Remember, I'm moving, still moving.
I guess so, yes.
And then you need, it's Armor Bane. So
Yes.
basically roll 2d6.
2d6
for
per one.
each.
Yeah. So we've got,
That's a pen.
that's a pen. And then we've got, that's
That's a pen.
And then we've got, a 3 and a 2.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's nothing.
And then, that is a double pen of
Ooh,
penness.
that's a pen.
And there's the last one is, that's another pen, right, on a 5?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is 5. So it's wrecked anyway.
That's
Let's
4,
see-
actually, because this one didn't do anything.
That's 4. So
Yep.
you don't wreck it. But
don't
you
wreck it.
don't wreck it with hull points.
No.
So you now have to roll, and on a 5 or 6, roll 4 dice, basically.
Roll 4 dice.
Because you've had 4
Yep.
pens. And the 5 is basically an explosion because you've got AP1
Yes.
on the melter. So it explodes. 4, so it catches everybody. So
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Straight 8.
Choose to wound.
Nasty. So 6.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, sir.
So I'll do some Artificer here.
Yep.
So Artificer. Oh, he's
Whoa,
dead.
He's dead.
And then I've got 3 more going in on normal. So 2. So 1, the Sergeant's dead.
And his friend.
And his friend.
Okay.
But that is exploded.
Now, this is turn 4.
Yeah.
So
yes.
the defender,
Right, of
which
course.
is you,
Yes.
has to roll a dice.
This is huge.
This is huge.
Because, everybody, I will not win this game going forward to further turns.
If I get an extra turn, I think I've got the game.
I've got Terminators on me.
Stops
Red
here.
Ring on me. It stops here.
If it stops here,
I've actually won.
you've actually won.
Because
I've denied you the 3 points over there,
You have.
but you've scored this 1 point, 2 points,
And,
and these guys are falling back. But
so-
if the game finishes, it
Yes.
will count as that. So that's right now, no.
Yeah.
So you're winning at the moment, but I think I can just demolish this next turn.
exactly.
So
Here we go.
4 up.
4+.
It is a 6.
Oh, the crest
and
is
it is
for everyone.
the defender on a 4 up stops the game.
Wow.
So that is a win to the Sons of Horus. The score is now here after we've checked off camera. But let's talk about it all. End of game conclusion.
Yes. Fist pump? Oh. There it is, a victory for the War Master. Cthonia is reclaimed in Lupercal's name.
Whoa. Cthonia is very big. There's a lot happening in a lot of places.
I thought it was just that place.
We still, we've recorded already the campaign, but still not out.
Uh-huh.
Which obviously is going on to
SM
Plus straight there on for members.
Yes.
Um,
So let's just say it now. If you enjoyed this content,
Yes.
there's going to be more of this content over on SM Plus.
yes, the proper campaign.
The proper campaign, which is we're going to be using the stratagems, we're going to be using all sorts going forward. So the Talis games, just put it all in there. It's going to be amazing. And of course, all of the support we get is the reason we can make these kind of stuff, because obviously the terrain you see isn't cheap, armies aren't cheap. But we love it, and we love all of our members for helping us make this possible. So consider supporting, and also get some lovely content on top of that.
Yeah. Back to the game.
Do you want to talk about the game?
Look, I've really enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Probably one of the best games I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Like visually was immersive and beautiful.
Yeah.
The game itself was very, very good. The mission itself has actually made me like, oh, I want to play this mission again.
Weirdly, looking into the mission, you're kind of a bit like, what?
What?
And then you start playing it, and
then you start getting, you start clicking, and it makes sense, and it's narratively, it's very, very cool as well.
That's what I was going to say as well, is that you don't go into the game, or this is how we play it at least, is that we go to play to win, but we're playing also with the mindset that we want to make a fun thematic game for each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Rather than trying to be too competitive. In the
like I think like the defender has an overall better chance of winning, this is why it's the defender.
True, but it's strange because again, we're looking on paper. You're looking at it thinking, well, okay, well, they've only got half their army at the start.
Yes,
you're surrounding them. But it turned out,
it's the 3 points you get all the time, and it's very difficult to stop. But it is very cool, and well, like if you start reading the narrative in the book, obviously the Sons of Horus are back to reclaim Cthonia, their main homeland. So you would expect them to not fight better, but like their heart is in it because they want this back, right?
That, and they know the landscape.
Exactly.
It's their homeworld, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
There's a big difference.
And obviously you were in this main fortress area, so
it looks so cool. All Sons of Horus on the barricades.
I'm happy. It's an amazing game. We've really enjoyed it. As well, like I can go home happy, head high, knowing that an extra turn I would have just demolished everything in that middle bit. But I didn't. And look, that's how the game is, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
And I've loved that it's a four-turn game.
Do you know what that does? It adds that pressure to get to the center, to stop me getting.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, very important. If I had to replay this mission, I could change it up quite a lot. I would probably change it up now that I know exactly how it works. It changes up. I also like that there's a chance for the defender to end the game early, because obviously the longer it goes, the more difficult it gets for you,
sure.
and you would have to start spending those points to get those extra reserves in. So yeah, all in all, I give it a 10 out of 10. Seriously, loved it. Game-wise, mission-wise. Still more to talk about the book itself.
Oh, the book is so big.
It's so big. It's like we were not expecting such a big book. No. There's a review about the book itself by DC. There's another review of Zone Mortalis by both of us.
Yes.
And yeah, I think we're really looking forward to what it brings.
Yeah, for sure. More games, like I said, on SN+, more games coming on the channel in general. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you're here by the end of it, if you're not, don't forget to like and subscribe because it supports us all. And comment below. Let us know if you're going to be playing Siege of Cthonia. Let us know if the Sons of Horus Imperial Fists in your army are going to be clashing, because we are genuinely interested. Until next time, thank you very much. We'll see you soon.